How
And
dare you?
barkeeper is actually German.
Okay.
It's weird.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Doesn't make sense.
if you call your phone, we call it handy, and
Yeah, okay, I get
an
it.
English-speaking person would think of something else.
Very true.
So a native like Heavens would say barkeep.
Barkeep is fine, or innkeep.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry,
It's alright.
didn't want to
Stream is
disturb you.
live.
after
Please
the
continue.
interruption by Sabrina, I am going to continue. What happened? We just like at the very first day in town, nothing really happened. I guess. Then I went on the second day to the mayor, accompanied by the what was his name? Bellathor,
Barathor.
Bearthor.
The man with bare hands, Barathor.
Yeah. And basically found out some information about the Pathful guy that is like blackmailing the.
He had a flex off with jail also, if I remember.
What?
He had a flex off, or you tried to intimidate him, if I remember right.
Oh yeah, that is correct. I tried to intimidate him, but he didn't.
That man wasn't phased on an 18 roll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then I decided personally to help him getting rid of the issue.
Okay. Whereas you recruited our intrepid band.
Yeah, when I recruited the Inglorious Bastards from the tavern and we started heading out.
Kill some Nazis.
To get some Nazi scalps.
Lost in the forest.
Yeah, and then we were in the forest and there was a hedge that was like going to our hips, and we decided to cower
What's the hedge?
behind it instead of looking over it. Ogre did his rogue things and went into stealth and we and
Saga, what happened to you when you made it to town? Anything interesting happened to you?
I met a guy that was falling over. He was kind of nice, but also very clumsy. I got to know all of the people of our intrepid band, how you called them.
True.
Yeah, we got to know each other. They got to know my little pet hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
And what else happened to me? I was staying in my room a whole lot.
If I remember right, I think Durthan may have knocked on your door a few times. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to get me out one time, and then he remembered, oh wait, this is the guy with the gold coins.
Yeah, this is the guy with the gold coins.
I'll rather let him be.
Yeah. Very true.
I think that was mostly it for me.
Okay. Sabrina?
I entered the city, meeting some kids who were afraid of me.
Mm-hmm.
I was calming them. Then the mother came with the child that ran away, and showed me the way into the city, along some houses where people were staring at me, and I arrived at the tavern. There I met the others, and I befriended myself kind of with Iva, and was suspicious against Saga and
Thuglin.
Yeah, Thuglin, right.
Toxic.
Sorry.
Thuglin life.
Come on.
Thuglin life. That needs to be a meme. That needs to be a meme. That needs to come into existence. One thing that I will say, the little girl did not run from you. She liked you.
Yeah, right. She liked me and she followed me a little.
You do not know that. You did not get the chance to see her. You chose not to follow her. She was following you. You chose not to follow her.
Yeah, actually, no. I actually wanted to say something to that, but then you were continuing with the others, so I didn't have a chance. Actually.
Oh, it's your fault.
And I didn't. No, no one's fault. But I mean, actually, I wanted to to say something to that, but yeah.
It's all right. I'm sure there will be another chance. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and then there were these people in the bar, in the tavern, who were, I don't know, kind of
Rowdy.
rowdy towards me, and I tried to calm them as well. And yeah, along with that, I came closer to the others with a kind of a rough start with Saga, but then I think we kind of got along, and I, of course, interviewed the barkeep um, about him if he knows something about him, and I gave him some money, which he didn't want from me.
He wouldn't take. He was so upset that he had upset you the night before that he actually turned down the money you would have given him.
Hmm. Yeah, but why? I don't know. We'll find
He
out.
felt
probably.
bad. He felt bad.
Yeah.
Just because he's so kind-hearted. I know.
He is. He is. He's a very
Mhm.
nice man. He's a very a
Okay.
good man. Remember, a very good
Good man.
man. A good
Okay.
man and good woman. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. let's
Josh,
see.
if I might ask, what happened to Iva?
Iva came into town and followed her usual steps to go into the nearest tavern or other point of gathering where the townsfolk gathers regularly, and then basically proclaimed that she was here to help and she would stay in the town for 7 days to help out where she can with what she can. And doing so, also proclaimed that the first round or the next round of drinks would be on her, which I think the people liked very much.
They were very excited.
On the next day, after meeting Beliana and I think Saga as well, she just went around town, mostly on the construction site where the new houses are being built, and helped out with guiding people in their tasks, and then also just going around town, getting to know some folk and getting to know their troubles as well. She had some trouble on her own though. Every time she used her inner light, her inner powers, she had this coldness, this weird feeling that made her almost uncomfortable using her powers, which is something that is rather unusual for her because she always liked using her powers and helping people. And that kind of escalated to the evening when Thuglin proposed to the group his glorious quest of vanquishing the evil gang boss. She went to the temple, to the local temple, to get some answers maybe, or to pray for guidance, and promptly collapsed in the temple, where she had a vision that was basically some entity or something guiding her through the 7 principles that are being taught or were being taught in her temple, which she had to follow. And she awoke about an hour and a half later with feeling rested and with new guidance, so to speak, to follow this group that she had just met, because she saw her in her vision and she knows that this must mean something. So she went back to the tavern, being a little late, but nonetheless refreshed in spirit, and they all set out into the woods.
Okay. So one thing that I will mention, because I want to make it absolutely certain, when Beliana was going around the town in her day, and she saw some strange things happening under the bridge, she saw basically some of Parthel's men, we'll say that. The other thing that I will say is that Eva's vision, we shall say, she saw Parthel's face. So, these are important things to note. Okie dokie. For Sabrina and then Josh respectively. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Okay.
Can I ask something to that?
Of course.
I mean, even though it's not my character, but does she know that was Pathel's face, or is it just a face?
Iva knows
Okay.
that
I
that
was
is
just
Parthel.
wondering.
Sabrina knows that that was one of those were a few of Parthel's men.
But
Now, neither of them know that through the group.
Yeah,
but-
no,
yeah, I mean,
obviously.
you told that yesterday that I saw these men, but I mean, I assumed that they were Pathel's
Yes,
men,
yes.
right? Because
I will
couldn't
confirm it.
know
I
for
will
sure.
confirm it. I will
Okay.
confirm it.
Okay.
And
So
with
yeah,
that,
actually, I forgot to tell the group.
it's all right. It's all right. It will come. That's why we're doing this tutorial thing. There's a lot of things that everyone can connect the dots on. There's a lot of things that
Mhm.
everyone can
Or
share
maybe
with
I
each
didn't
other.
forget. Yeah, because I don't know.
Maybe.
I didn't know before that we're going as a group into the woods. So yeah.
Maybe.
I've also written down something about the Omnic family, a group of assassins, it seems, or someone who
This is very true. This is
Thuglin
very true.
learned about.
What? Sorry, again.
Oh
A
yeah, that
group
was
called
John's
the-
thing.
Something
group
that
called the
Thuglin has
Omnic
not
family.
mentioned to the rest of the group is John. Insert exposition.
Wait, so I tell them now what my background is?
No. Please no. The
Okay, I
reason
don't
that we were
understand.
all recruited
We were.
to go
He just said we
fight-
forgot to. You forgot to tell about the thing
I mean, I
when
don't
you
think
were
he
doing
forgot.
the.
No, I just
Huh?
wanted to make sure that
It's fine. It'll come to light.
maybe,
Don't worry about it.
maybe
Don't worry
John
about it.
remembered. I don't know because, but if he
What?
does remember, then it's fine.
I do
We're going
remember.
to-
I have written down the information, etc.
Ah, great.
Holy,
But-
holy shit! You guys are taking notes.
Wow.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't.
flattered. I'm flattered.
Yeah.
It's okay, Sabrina. You will see. There will be a lot of story drop in this. My friends,
Okay.
welcome to our second session. In this session, we will definitely be engaging in combat. Again, tutorial gloves are on. Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
One
Uh,
thing that I will ask you all to remember is that every detail I say, you are free to ask. If I've said it so many times that it starts to get annoying, I will make you make a roll for it to see if you actually recall that knowledge. Until then, I am your D&D handbook on how to handle situations that you may not understand. Here we go.
Okay.
That
Fa?
is also not the thing. God damn it.
What?
It is this one. Oh god, I almost put
No,
you
we
the
didn't
nighttime
see.
It's
thing.
about
Oh, yeah.
the map.
Oh yay! We got a map.
Ooh. Fa, how
So-
did you do that in the chat?
Where's
So-
the hedge?
/ whisper and
Yes.
then name.
Oh.
I had to use a different map because I accidentally deleted the map, so this is the map that we're gonna get.
Okay.
Okay? Alright. So, my friends, our wonderful man Ogre has walked around the hedge. We are up here now. This is the bandit that we happen to see. Okay? We shall say that the hedge goes down, alright? And makes that little slope. But it is nighttime. You have all not so much stumbled onto, but found Parthel's camp. Off in the distance, you see your antagonists, along with the fire. You can't hear anything that they're talking about. I don't think anybody has hearing that can go quite that far. I will say this. Olga, this is all that you see. That is why this is visible. Everyone else, if you were to look around, I'm certain that you would see other things. But for right now, what do we do? Take it away.
So, as we are hiding behind the ledge, Thuglin especially would probably see Iva getting a bit uncomfortable and just looking at him and Beliana and just making like a retreat sign with her hand.
Well, I mean, our target is to know what men these are, or whose men these are, and
We know whose
What-
men these are.
do
It's
we?
Parthel-
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's Parthel's camp and it's
Parthel.
Parthel's guys.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but i- that doesn't explain. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Off in the
So, but
distance, you can see him shuffling around.
are we searching for Parther right now, or are we heading to, I don't know, to do we want to kill them, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we have to decide.
Let me explain quickly, okay?
Okay.
The town that we were in, yeah, is being blackmailed by Parthol. Parthol is this gang leader, yeah, this leader, and they're extorting like the town for their supplies and shit, and like the mayor has a huge issue. Apparently, Parthol has something on him, some kind of information that he's blackmailing him with, and I talked to the mayor and talked with him about handling the situation and getting him out of the blackmailing situation, basically, like making sure that Parthol and his group are pretty much gone. Okay, so that the town is free, basically.
Dead or alive.
And that is what we're out here to do. He gave me information about the camp, which he said to me, if I remember correctly, there were about 15 men. And that the camp was north out of the town. And we went north, we found the camp, and this is where we are now. I mean, are we killing them? You can also seduce one by one and then see where that leads us, but, you know?
I think they will run away.
That's
when they
pretty
see
much
me.
what Ivor's trying to signal, that maybe we should go out of earshot before we are noticed any further, and maybe talk
So
this
retreat
over.
for once.
You notice that the man starts
Yes.
to slowly move around,
Okay.
and
I
with
propose
that, he fades from
we
sight.
can meet here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There seems to be this very secluded
Safe spot.
area. Yeah. So we move over there very silently and yeah.
All right. I assume that Saga will walk back.
Loading.
Liliana could message him if he's out of earshot.
Yeah. We have to remember, we can't just be like, we go here because I wouldn't know, because I'm not with you.
But we're
I
crossing
mean, you see us
Saga
right now,
basically on our way over there, so we're like gesturing, let's go a little bit over to the other side.
to the corner.
Yeah.
As we move out of earshot, you see Iva fumbling around on her belt and produce like a small dagger.
Okay.
It is about to, when you guys get to this point, that you hear something. Saga,
what?
you are first.
What?
You are first. Roll me a 1d20.
Oh shit, okay.
12. We will say that that is enough. So, one thing that I will say is that you must always be careful when you want to move anywhere out of earshot, because sometimes the place that you are at is the best place to be.
Yeah, that's why
As you guys move
going
away,
back.
you see off in the distance, there's a bandit. He's kind of leaned up against the tree and he's fumbling with his hands. He's kind of rubbing them together, you know. Oh, God, I don't understand why I have to be out here. If I could just go back to sleep. I hate it. I hate being out here. It's so stupid. What do all of you do? He hasn't seen you.
We can talk to each other, right? I mean, like the characters.
Yes, of course.
Let's get out of earshot. Back from where we came.
I'm not in agreement.
Okay.
What do you suggest?
Well then, we shall.
So you're not in agreement. Okay. Well then.
I'm not in agreement.
Yeah, I thought so as well, and was thinking, okay, get in, Saga.
Oh, he nods.
Yeah.
Is Beliana on board or no?
I am on board.
Okay, we go back.
Don't want to crush the group.
All right.
Up and down, up and down.
So you all go
and
back
when-
to the hedge. For this point in time, we'll say that the hedge is behind you guys, just off the map. Cough, cough. Of course, there's a hedge there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just to clarify, Iva wanted to go like a couple of meters towards the path where we came from, as to be out of earshot of the patrolling guard as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because we
So
know he
Behind-
doesn't go there,
Yeah.
because we've
You mean
been there
behind
before.
basically,
the trees there?
Okay.
yeah. So basically, a soft reset
Under
on
the trees.
our approach of the
Understood.
bandit
Please do so.
side.
All right.
Yes. All right.
She takes out a dagger that is still sheathed and hands it to Beliana.
Mm-hmm.
Would you hold this for me, please?
Of course.
Dublin, I have a favor to ask of you.
Yes.
I know that since this is your job, I might have a proposition for you. Something that not only helps you, but also me. I know what we're here to do, and if these men deserve it, then we shall enact their punishment. But I can't just go into the camp not knowing who these people are, why they're even out here, or what kind of lie or threat led them to live out here like this, away from their homes.
Okay.
So I'll make a proposition to you. I'll go into the camp unarmed and I talk to them. Look into their hearts and
Are you sure? Are you sure that they
see-
don't?
I am sure. I know it sounds drastic, but I can't just burn and cut down people that might be innocent or might just be here because they had no other choice. I have to know.
But you
You
don't know
guys-
if they just don't just kill you in an instant. So
I know. That's a risk I'm willing to take. But you don't have to take the risk with me. I can serve as a distraction for you. I will go in there and make sure that all of them are focused on me and listening to me. Meanwhile, you guys can approach the camp through the shadows and make ready should worst come to worst. You can attack from the shadows and, well, cut them down if they decide to fight back. I know that there's probably no chance that the gang leader himself will, well, see the light, so to speak, but I at least want to give his men a chance.
May I ask, you are aware of their deeds in the town, of what they are doing to the town? And
I am. You told me.
yeah, and I mean, basically, if your faith or if your belief is to make sure that nobody that is actually just following through because he has no other choice and is actually innocent dies, well, then you must do so, I guess.
Yes.
Thank you for understanding.
I say let her go because, as they say, people that don't bring shoes have to know where they're going.
Do they say that?
Uh-huh.
It is a
Well,
saying I have heard before.
All right.
I
Shall inquire about
I
this
have
saying
to-
later.
I have to agree because
Let's
I
hope that
think
you will.
that you wouldn't make a decision like that lightheartedly, because obviously you probably very well know of your abilities in case it gets dangerous. But be sure that as we pass by, that I will take an eye on you and the situation and am ready to rush in there. So
I will feel much safer. And well, the fifth light teaches us patience. I will not give rise to hasted action and be deliberate in my deeds, which means I need to take every chance and I need to give them a chance to at least, well, explain themselves. Maybe. We'll see. They
Before
have a change of heart.
you just waltz in there, I would like to do something first. I would like to get a little bit a better view on the area if possible. Heavens, is there? What do I see in the immediate area? Is there some way I could like climb on top of something? Since I do have dark vision, that would.
I will go ahead and tell you this.
Yes.
You actually don't. You could climb. You could. There are a lot of ways that you could get a better vantage in the situation that you're in. If you were to move somewhere around here, if you were to move somewhere over here, if you were to move over here, I'll let you say that you can peek and see as far as you need to see. Okay, you do have dark vision, but I mean, when you're off the map, of course you're not going to see. But if you want to follow the path that the guard took, maybe, or if you wanted to just move around, or if you just wanted to climb the tree, you certainly can. Any of these things are all open to you, and all of them will yield results depending on the roll that you make. I mean, if I say, depending on the roll you make, if you have to climb, all right? If you just want to move somewhere that has unobstructed line of sight and look, then you'll see whatever you can see.
And the things that we see on the map are actually line of sight blockers as well, right? Like this as example over here, there could be people behind, or someone could be standing because I don't know how fucking tall that rock is.
No, I'm not going to say anything's line of sight blocking except for this. I mean, something that seems like it would just overtly be a line of sight blocker.
Okay.
Like this right here, or this right here, or this right here. I mean, things like these, probably not so much, but things that look so taller, but things like these, not so much. Things like this, yes, that's, head level.
This over here is a huge tree, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. We'll call it a bush, we shall say, rather than a tree.
Okay.
So that you can't see at the trunk, per se. You can't see around it, can't see through it, but anyway.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of trying to get a little bit better view over the area, because remember, there are said to be about 15 enemies and we've seen like 6 or 7. So there are quite a few missing.
Yes. Also, remember every step, not that I'm moving you, but every step is 5 meters, okay?
5 meters, okay.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes.
May I propose that we have me climb the tree we're standing next to, so I don't have dark vision.
Correct.
But at least I can see everyone who's in the camp if I go on a tree, because it's fire there.
You can see the camp from where you are. That is why they're visible. Everything that is on the map is what you can see currently, or what you know.
Oh, so the small green bushes are no obstruction then?
No, small green bushes, no obstruction. Everything around the
all
camp
right,
is
all
illuminated
right.
by the light. All of this over here, you can see all of
all right.
Yeah,
Then we
sure.
don't actually have to do it.
Yeah, but
then I
we
can't
don't
climb the tree because
see
I
over
can't
here. We don't see over here, and that's what I was thinking. We don't see over here. Obviously,
you can expect more guards,
there's a guy
of course.
here. Yeah. I just wanted to get an idea before you go into the camp, Ivar, so that we know on where we could get closer to the camp to be in your safe distance, basically to be able to act accordingly if something would happen. But yeah.
Also, we have to realize if we do anything to any of the guards, after a certain time they will know. So we can't be like, we can't sneak around and then kill one or incapacitate one and then just ignore that, because that's gonna start a timer, and at some point they're gonna know that one of the rotating guards is missing.
Yeah, probably.
And also, Ivar would ask you, please don't do anything until you hear me utter the sentence, "As a tyrant you will burn." This is the sentence. If you hear this sentence, you can strike and unleash hell upon them. But before that, please don't do anything.
Not even incapacitating anyone?
I would say no, because that could lead to, well, a cascade of aggression.
Yeah, okay. All right.
When I'm trying to talk some sense into these people, or see if they are really
Well, in case
all inflicted
anything,
by the darkness.
in case anything should not go as we plan it, I have some spells that I could use, or cantrips that I could use to distract them. For example, like a little tremor or something, or a light somewhere else where they may focus and go there.
I shall do my best to get them all basically out of their hiding spots, because maybe they want to see what's happening in the camp, which would also give you a good, clear view of their whole squad, so to say.
Heavens,
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
how? What's the distance of the cantrips? I mean, for the most.
For your intents and purposes, because none of yours will actually cause pain, we'll just say sight range. We'll just make it easy.
Side range, okay.
Anywhere you can see is where you can use it, is what I'll say, because none of yours actually hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
the decision that we have made is that Iva will walk in, or what? Are we scouting first?
Propose that we clear out the left flank, and Iva can start moving towards the camp. She can maybe drag some of the guards on the left flank with her, because they will certainly bring her to the boss.
How about
And
Don't
then would-
worry, they will all see me.
Yeah, let's make one course of action, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
All right. Iva touches her holy symbol and utters a silent a prayer of illumination, and casts light on her white robes.
As she's like here, right?
Yes, not of course, not amongst my people, but as
We just
she's
light up
walking.
the group.
Lumos Maxima.
No. So as she's walking next to the hedge into viewing distance, she's going to cast light upon her robe, and then she will walk until she is stopped or until she reaches the campfire.
Okay. Now,
Calmly.
party, as she does that, what do you do? Starting with John, what do you do as Iva starts to walk?
I am trying to keep her in my sight at all times, so there's no like corner in which she
It's safe to say we move to the shrubbery over here.
I guess
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine if we want to.
If that still keeps me hidden from anyone that might be patrolling on the left side or anything, then yes, definitely get a better view on her, basically.
Okay, so what I would like you to say is, I would like to move to keep Iva in my sight. Somewhere over here. Is that okay? Is anything bad going to happen? And then I would say, no, that's perfectly fine. You can definitely move over there. Okay.
Okay.
Because I want you to be confident in what you want your character to do. The worst thing that I can say is I can say no.
Okay.
All right. So does everyone else stick with Douglin? Beliana, what do you do?
yeah.
Okay.
Stick
Do you
with him.
stick like somewhere over here? You stick like somewhere over here? Like over here? Is
yeah,
that fine?
no, that this is a good place.
Okay. Saga?
Yeah, I also joined them.
All right. So, as Iva starts to walk in, illuminated in bright white light, the flickering flames of the campfire barely seem to reach her, and as they do, oi, hey, what are you doing over here? What are you doing over here? And Iva just continues to walk forward until she's stopped.
Until she's stopped.
Little-
Yeah. I mean that
Little miss, do you know where you are? What are you doing?
came to see Parthol.
Came to see the boss. What? The boss? And he's walking around you like he's like bending over at the waist, like looking down at you, like surprised that you're so. Oops, not that he's bigger, but surprised that you're like so small. Came to see the boss. About what?
You may search me. I'm not armed. I wish to talk to him.
To talk to him.
And to you.
And you want to talk to me? Nobody ever wants to talk to me. About what?
Well, tonight everything is different, friend. I'm here to help.
Here to help. With what? Hey, You want some of our stuff, don't you? Johnny, who you be talking to? What do you mean who I be talking to? Be talking to her. Talking to her about what? Talking to her about helping us. Helping? I don't know. Helping? I don't understand. Help? Help, she says. And they both look at you expectantly.
I would raise my voice, as not to shout, but to talk loudly into the night, so people at the campfire can hear me, and also the people who are hidden. I'm Ivor of the Temple of the Seventh Light, and I am here to talk to Pathol. Talk to Pathol's men. I'm here to help.
Oi, you hear that? You hear that, Johnny? She wants to talk to Parthel. I know she wants to talk to Parthel. If I didn't know she wanted to talk to Parthel, then I wouldn't have said anything about Parthel. You could have just said it in the first place that you wanted to talk to Parthel. Let's take her to Parthel. Yeah, we'll take her to Parthel. And with that,
Thank you.
they all start their walk into the camp. As they do, everybody kind of makes way and lets her gather around. And you see this very burly-looking individual. As she makes her way into the camp, my friends,
Still
what
lit
happens?
aglow.
I would like to know if our immediate area is basically clear, if everyone that was like somewhere around really followed up and went into the camp as well.
All right. So, we shall say that for our immediate area that we can see, there are these 3 men
Yikes.
that you and Belliana are aware of.
Okay.
Wait, this guy's special.
Yeah.
All right?
And they are moving right now, as you.
Yes. As they've all walked up into the camp up there. Now,
one of them is pretty
these
near.
3. Yes, one of them is very near. He's not aware of you, but he's very near.
So
Is there anything you do?
are they following up? Moving?
No, their attention and everyone's attention is faced on Iva right now.
Yeah, but they're moving closer to them, or are they just standing there?
They're
where
stationary
they are
right now.
Stationary.
When Iva makes it here, they are here.
Okay.
The thing is, we definitely need to get closer.
Yes, we definitely need to get closer.
The problem,
but we promised her not to do anything.
Exactly. The problem is we cannot really cut through them or like make them unconscious or whatever.
I could use a cantrip, and as I said before, like I could distract them with
You can tell that all of these men that you see are human. And therefore, we can correctly deduce, or I shall deduce for all of you, that they do not have dark vision. It is very difficult for them to see anything that is not illuminated, and that's not 20 meters.
But 20 meters is like 4
squares.
4 squares.
The same with Saga. Saga can see this person, but probably not this person very well. They can make an outline out, like Saga can see an outline. But if it was moving fast, like if this person was just like zip, 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 just like running, I mean, Saga would just, unless they're paying attention on a perception check, Saga wouldn't understand that that's actually a person.
All right, so but basically that means we cannot really move past here.
We could
you
move
might
to
be
the
able
right,
to,
though.
but you might have to make a stealth check if you wanted to move that way.
I mean,
we definitely have to avoid confrontation
Yeah.
because we promised, so we have to avoid confrontation. Otherwise, we will get taken into the camp as well.
Well, I mean,
So-
we could move. Oh God, we could move from over as behind the trees along here and to here and here.
There's someone there as well, if you remember. We already saw
right.
them.
Well,
Can
so The one
But maybe
person that
this.
we saw that was
Yeah,
here,
that was
he
this
came
guy.
to join.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's Johnny. That's Johnny.
Johnny.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah,
did he say
actually, we could
anything?
move. We could move.
I mean, if we
there.
would be able to get over here, that would be an way better situation, and I would
Yeah.
like to somehow get over here. So we would have to maybe try to find out if the right side is clear, and then make our way into these brushes.
That is what I really
So,
just
let me say
said.
this. You can see this far away.
Okay, sorry, what the fuck?
Beliana and Thuglin can see this far.
Yeah,
Okay? So, I mean, likewise, you would be able to see this far.
yeah.
Okay? There's no one that is immediately visible. Okay? Even to your dark vision, there's no one that is immediately visible. It's safe to say there's no one over there.
Okay,
Well, then we move over here first.
Okay.
or
You-
maybe.
You have to
Might-
ask us too, you asshole.
Oh, sorry. You're correct. Everyone, are we moving to the right?
Yes.
I agree with Tuglin's idea.
Okay. And Beliana agrees with Thuglin's idea because it was her idea?
Yeah, but I would move around the trees because I mean this guy here, he can see. Maybe I mean there's a light, so maybe he could see there, and if we are
Okay,
there.
don't overthink too much because, again, this is tutorial. But yes,
Okay.
you are
The
correct.
human.
Things could happen. Yes, you are correct. So, in the order of being safe,
Yes.
we will move around the
thank you.
trees. All right. Now, ping on the map exactly where you want to be, and I will
That's
move you.
Tuglin's job. He's the leader.
Okay.
Where we
Also, I
want
will
to
note-
end up, basically.
Yes, where
we
you
want
want to end up.
here.
You want to end up there. Okay. All right. Now, it is at this time that all of you become aware of this one. And Iva, you are also aware of that one. You can also see that one. I just didn't want to
What?
show the rest of the party beforehand.
Hmm.
Now, in the time that it takes Iva to make it from where she was talking with Johnny and Billy to where she is, and the time that it takes all of you to make it to that bit of shrubbery, they've all started talking in the camp. Oi! Oi! She says she wants to help us. Yeah, boss. She says she wants to help us. This man, over here, he's a little bit taller looking than the rest of them. Not quite that tall, of course, but he's pretty tall, very intimidating. So, now that Billy and Johnny have talked to you, what do you want to help us about, miss? And they kind of bring you forward, right there, just into the light. And you can see the man has scars all over his arms, and he's got his axe hafted into the ground. Kind of trying to put on a poker face.
Don't pay much attention to him, and I look around in the camp. Two questions. One, do I recognize any of the people from town? Like, were they... I know as a player that they were having some shady dealings, but were they in the tavern? Did they
No.
talk to the townsfolk? Do I recognize anyone?
No. You
Right.
do not recognize anyone.
And second question, how do they look in terms of, are they well fed? How do their clothes look? Do they look like they are content, or do they look like the leader is basically keeping the best stuff, the best gear, the best food for himself? And how do his people look?
Despite the massive amount of extortion that is going on in the town, you notice that these people still appear to be bare bones. Okay, their clothes are a little tattered. Their clothes are tattered. It doesn't look like they regularly take baths. They're not very well taken care of. So this is where they live. You know, this is home for them. Out here is where they stay. You haven't recognized any of them in town. Over the course of 3 days, or over the course of 2 days, you definitely would have seen someone. But none of these people are anyone that seem to stick out to you.
She raises her voice once more. Please gather around. I want to talk to each and every one of you. And she just looks at the people, not Parthel.
Gather around. Hear that? It's story time. Story time? She's gonna help us with story time? Yeah, she's gonna help us with story time. And with that, you start to see a few more enter.
Oof.
And get closer to the camp.
Damn, that's a lot of bodies.
And this gentleman up here, gather. What do you mean, gather round? What? Then he just kind of looks at you.
Now, I know you've never met me. I've never met you, but believe me when I say, I know how you feel. You feel like you've been discarded by the society.
She knows how we feel. She knows how we feel.
You feel like outsiders, nowhere else to go. I was once like you.
I am an outsider. I don't have anywhere to go. You can hear all this while you're talking.
I was the 7th child of a poor halfling family. And when I was very young, my parents sold me. They sold me to a temple. Like you would sell an animal.
She means.
I was distraught at first, but I'd found myself living in a new reality. I knew that there was a place in this world for me. People that cared for me, and I learned to care for them. And in turn, I made it possible for my parents and for my siblings to have a better life with the gold that they gotten from me.
Noble.
And I decided to forgive them. As you must forgive yourselves for the things that you have done.
Oi.
Short question: Do we hear all that?
Yes.
Actually,
Of course.
Yes.
She's
All of you can
talking
hear all that.
very
She's
loudly.
talking super loud.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
And while she's talking, she's also kind of turning around so the people can hear her.
A single tear rolls down Thugland's cheek.
Now, I know that some of you, this wasn't the life you chose. This wasn't the life you wanted to live. And I don't know what kept you from leaving, kept you from extorting other people, hardworking, good people, to just make it to the next day. But if you've been waiting the cold, dark night for some sign, for someone to arrive, for a light in the darkness,
The only sign I've been waiting on is for you to shut up.
I ignore him. I am that sign.
She's a sign. Like a star.
Now, you have a decision to make.
Hmm?
You can either help me and go your merry ways, start a new life, or
It's the only life we ever known.
you can keep to the darkness. The only life I ever knew was with my family until I found a new one. It is never too late for you. And this is the night where you get to choose. Not him, not anybody else. You can go to the town, start a new life there. I can help you with everything. But I
Best
need
story
you
I
to
ever heard.
make the decision right now.
On that, he
And
kind
then
of cracks his
she
eyebrow.
She turns to him. She turns to Parthel. Now for you. I've seen your heart. I've seen blackness in it. darkness, leading these people astray and extorting hard-working, honest people of the town. You are a tyrant, and as a tyrant, you will burn.
Listen, I don't know what all that be meaning, but
What is he doing there?
we got a job to do out here. So he kind of turns around and he notices them. He's like, "Get back to work! Get back to work!" And you see the man kind of run away. He like scurries off. He's, "But I enjoyed story time. I enjoyed it." And these guys over here, they're out here. Like you hear them. Beliana, Thuglin, and Saga, you hear them.
May I ask something?
Of course.
So apparently the speech didn't have any effect on any of them? Are we at that point yet? Or
that would be my question as well.
I will go to what we'll say here, because no speech can have any effect on anybody unless they speak back, okay? They have yet to speak back. So far, this is the only man that's really speaking. This out here, okay, you could do whatever you wanted to when she finds it. She has just said all tyrants will burn. So
yeah.
what this scenario has accomplished so far is Iva has brought out so many people from hiding that you are all now completely aware of. Okay?
Yeah.
That you're all completely aware of.
14 people, by the way.
Yes. Yes. Another thing that I will say is, Josh, as we are quote-unquote explaining the situation, you asked me, do I recognize anyone? After we just said, you see Parthel's face last session. And I told you don't recognize anyone.
Oh, that includes him.
That includes this man.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I see.
So,
there's always a bigger
would
fish.
we like to make any metagame changes to what is going on? Again, this is tutorial session, okay? This is tutorial first encounter. I am very happy that we have decided to play into the character trope that we have, and we are exploring the alignment side of what is happening, okay? But no one's rolled initiative, okay? No one's started for combat. All we've said is tyrants will burn. Again, we assumed that this is Parthol. This is not. We said, let's take him to the boss. Let's take him to the boss. We're all at the camp, okay? But no one has gone to summon said boss. All right? So with little bits of information being set out, we have said the trigger, all tyrants will burn. Party has still made no move to move on anybody else out here on the fringes of sight. Okay? What is happening now throughout all of this speech as Iva gives her speech? Party.
We fuck him up.
We fuck him up!
No, well, I have another suggestion. I mean, I could walk up to her in the group, and of course everyone would be would see that as a no, actually it would danger her.
One thing that I would have done differently, if I had known, of course, Iva would see this guy and would see that this is not Parthol. So this was basically a discrepancy between my knowledge and hers. She would have spoken to him as well, I guess, and not like ignored him.
Yes.
So yeah, that would probably be the different thing that she would have made, but her approach, because I was now thinking the whole time that this is Parthol.
Yes.
This
Okay.
guy.
Do you still see that his heart is like darkness and black?
No, absolutely not. If he's not Parthol, then then my judgment is yet to be made about this guy, because this could be just another simple thug that is may or may not has his heart in it. So
okay, we have to retcon that then.
I have another question real quick.
Okay, of course.
The thing I was expecting was that Iva would make a roll on some kind of skill check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And depending on that outcome, some of them would actually turn to the light and like leave. Or something like that.
We haven't quite made it that far. So
I have a proposition for the party.
One moment.
I feel like the
One
okay,
moment.
sorry.
One moment. One
Oh,
moment.
oh,
One moment.
okay.
We haven't made it that far to where any of them could turn. There's no skill checks because we've all just been talking. If you notice, I have not said make a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
I haven't said make a deception roll. I haven't said anything like that. The time that we're talking about now is the time that is happening while Iva is talking and when she is about to finish. Is the party going to do anything? Is she now that they've heard the signal, are they going to start moving? Did they do nothing while they were waiting for the signal?
Okay, sure, but then I was confused that the signal came without anything happening. Basically, like, since Iva is trying to convince them that this, without them knowing, can be finished without any of them dying, obviously. But then she gave the signal unknowingly to her, I guess. So nothing really changed, basically. The check has not been made, so the hope has not been lost for them already, you know, because none of them turned, actually, because the roll failed or whatever, which
Right.
would mean then she gives the signal, well, then you have all then you all have to die, I guess, basically, you know, in the term of logic. So then we start. But now, right now, nothing changed. She
Right.
gave the signal, and if we start killing people now, everything was
So-
irrelevant. In my opinion, that's what I'm trying to understand. You know.
Yes, yes. I am not a big fan of retcon. I can make things happen based off of what they are, which I will
Yeah,
completely
that's what I
roleplay
wanted
everything
to
out.
propose.
I will completely roleplay things out based off of misunderstandings between player knowledge and character knowledge, because that's part of the fun, right? And again, this is tutorial with kid gloves. This is meant to teach players
Yeah.
about encounters. Okay?
Mhm.
And I mean, one mistake was made. You know? Oh well, it's fine.
So our
you know?
our group does not know that she basically made a mistake now, right?
No.
So based on us being a very friendly group of longtime friends, I would propose we actually act on the signal because we have to act on the signal because we like had an agreement with her. So my proposition for the party would be to walk out and like bluff the shit out of them and wait if she can make them like if she can persuade them to turn to the light.
But the problem is, if we do that, we endanger her because they can take her and, I don't know what's the word, threaten
Kill?
to kill her, and
Kill. Well, they're 15 people. They can take her anyway.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but especially when we approach and they think, okay, she wasn't alone. Okay, so she wants something bad for us, or I don't know, she was just talking bullshit or whatever.
Or we could just walk out there and tell them we also have been, like, we are moving to the light or whatever.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. We just walk out like in a show of force, but also tell them that we have also once were part of the dark side. And
Yeah,
have
we
been
tell them a
convinced
story
by
how she
Iva
has
the
turned
Great,
us. Yeah.
Iva the
And then
Northern Light.
And then I can take out my harp and sing something.
Yeah.
Because they like story time.
Ooh.
They were very
Yeah.
enamored by story time. Josh, thoughts? Not that you have so much a say on what the group does, but what do you feel that's happening on? What are your thoughts
Yeah,
on?
it's difficult to say because I know that Iva wouldn't have given any signal if she'd known that this wasn't Parthol.
Right.
So she was so basically how I just played her was with the knowledge that she's now squared up against Parthol for
Mhm.
basically the soul of the group.
Mhm.
If this is not Parthol, then she would probably just wait for the people to react.
Actually, I
I
thought
mean,
this. I actually thought this was your suggestion to ablenken, to distract them,
Distract.
and
yeah,
that we
but
pass them and can. Yeah.
if Parthol isn't here, that doesn't really matter because her
Yeah. Well,
aim
we don't know.
was to basically attack the king, and then hopefully some people would help or not, and you can just fight them out of the shadows. But if we fight them now, we basically at best kill some people, and we don't even know where Parthol is. So she would probably, she would probably now, as the group is deciding, address the leader. Just look at him.
Hello.
Sir, what is your name?
Well, before we do that one, now that you've said everything else, and we say what we want to do, and he's dismissed all of them to run away. My name?
Yes.
George. My name's George. What's it to you? Since I'm gonna burn, since I'm supposed to be some tyrant, since you done called me Parthol 10 times.
I ask you for your forgiveness. In this case, I believe your fate is still to be written. Do you lead these men?
Fate? Lead? Well, yeah, I'm in charge right now.
And what do you say to my proposition?
But you done ask me to forgive you. I ain't got no forgiveness in me. Look at me, I'm out here in the wilderness. I get my axe. I chop a wood. I chop a people. I probably ought to chop you in half. You're so damn small. He just starts fidgeting, clearly agitated.
Wouldn't it feel better if this axe was used to chop wood? Maybe try to build something for a change instead of just taking the scraps.
I've been trying to build something. I've been trying to build something before. Don't damn near work.
And? How did you end up here?
It's the only way I can eat. I ain't good at making no kind of living with my hands. Chopping wood don't cut it, you know. I cut the wood, but here at least I get fed.
Well, you get fed by extorting other people.
And so who cares if I extort other people? They just extort me, always want to pay my damn taxes. I work hard for the money.
He works hard for the money.
Thank you so much.
So hard for the money.
Is the group actually jumping out and doing anything?
Yeah, I think we have to, at this point, we have to react now, because I feel like we would what we are doing right now is like just not doing what we agreed to do.
Yeah. So we I would say we approach the group.
I just imagine Belliana's just jumping out of the bush with her harp. We work hard for the money. She's just strumming on her harp.
Right. Actually, I really want to do that.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. So, yeah, I rush out of the woods, or not rush. Maybe I jump off. I don't know, a branch or something.
Okay.
And,
paint me a picture. Paint me a picture with your words. What's happening? You jump off a branch?
I jump off a branch. I take off my harp. I take out my harp out of my backpack, and I start to sing and play the harp. I am using my I don't know, one of the cantrips to make it louder and fill the whole place and the whole area.
The boombox cantrip.
And I play an acoustic version of "He works hard for his money, so hard for his money."
So we jump out like right here, right?
Yeah.
All right. She just Belliana, give me a what is this performance check? What is this? Give me something. Yeah, give me a performance check. Let's go. D20. Roll 1 D20.
How do I do that? Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Belliana, in a natural display of skill, as she emerges from the shadow, jumping from the highest branch of the shrubbery, an entire 10 feet with her harp in the air. Before she even lands, she's strumming along. Her fingers, as they move across the strings,
in the wind.
They just are enhanced by. Hold on one moment. They're enhanced by her prestidigitation skill, which causes the actual sound waves to be visible for a moment in a display of pure boomboxery. As she lands, her feet just effortlessly touch the ground, and she belts out her small solo. He works hard for the money.
For the money.
And as she does, her voice just grows louder and louder and louder, and all of these people are brought back to look at it. They're just so enamored by what is going on. Even the men that were dismissed earlier start to come back and start to come to light. Everyone turns around and looks. Oh my God! Is that an angel? Is that an angel? And they just start to look. They see her horns. They know that she can't
Oh, they're
obviously
not
be an
afraid?
angel. No,
Okay.
no, they're so enamored by what is going on right now.
Aw. And I look at them,
Group, what happens?
enchanting them.
So my character would, in accordance to his like character traits,
Mhm.
roll his eyes and then just walk out behind her.
I mean, do you say anything or just walk out?
I just whisper to myself some curse words and roll my eyes and walk out.
Okay. Where do you want to end up?
You
Ping, where do you
pull
want to end
you
up
pull
first?
your iced
Like,
ice
just
drink
behind
out of
her.
your belt.
Okay. All right. As you emerge, everyone else kind of sees you walk out, but they're just so enamored by what is happening right now with this harp and the fucking jam that is happening that they don't even really pay you that much attention. Douglin?
I am walking over here, and while she sings, one more to the left, please, if possible.
Mhm.
Thank you. And while she sings, I am trying to declare that with her sound in the background that we were also living lives on the dark side, and were brought to the light.
Can you do this in character, please?
Listen, men. We also have lived lives in the darkness, but then
His life was dark too.
the light rose from this little angel over there, and she
Belly on.
brought us.
Music goes back down to like bearable background noise
Yeah.
level.
And she brought us into the light. She showed us that there's more to live for, that there's more that we can use our skills for, and to help people is the only way to help ourselves.
Sorry. By the way, no one is really surprised to see us and wondering.
We haven't made it that far. The performance
Okay,
check is so good, they're all just enamored by what's going on.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
continue, sorry.
I gave my speech basically to put some more weight onto Ivar's claims, and
I need a
we're
deception check.
deception.
Yes.
Okay.
Or yes,
Ooh.
deception. I need a deception check.
15.
Oh my
And
gosh.
deception is 0, so it's 15.
Oh my gosh. All of the men are just kind of looking from one another, but most of them can't actually take their eyes off of the performance. They hear your words, and some of them look to you while you're speaking, namely this man in particular, and he is completely taken in by everything that you have said. All of the other people, George and Billy and John, all of them are just kind of they can't take their eyes off the fact that she's still playing so well, and everything that you're saying just seems to fall in tune with the rhythm of what she speaks. Well, help people. But we help each other. That's all we've ever done. That's the only family we have out here.
Well,
Most of us, we don't have nothing left.
you can do so without taking from others what they have earned. You can help each other in other ways.
In other ways, and you see these two back here just start making out.
What the fuck?
What I meant is support each other, maybe find work together. As I've seen it, this town is just at the beginning of its long journey. There are houses being built. I see around me lots of strong men and women who could help build these houses. helping to bring trade, helping to bring security. I mean,
Strong
nothing
man.
nothing against Barithor, but he's just one man. If the town expands,
I always
they
did
will
like looking
need
at his muscles.
they will still need more guards, more security. Maybe hunters to fetch game from the woods. There are multitudes of ways you could help this town instead of extorting it.
Sorry, heavens. I think aren't we a little closer together now already? You think? Don't you think?
What do you mean when we say we're a
Like
little closer?
more closer to Iva. We three.
Well, I'm not gonna say that you jumped 20 feet or 20 meters to make it that close to her, but I think this is definitely. I think you're perfect.
No, and I actually thought I walked to.
Oh, you didn't tell
towards
me that.
the-
I'm sorry.
Oh,
If you did, I didn't hear it.
I thought. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I jumped off a branch and walk into the.
All right. In that case, we will
Yeah.
slightly change the group of
Yeah.
the party. We'll be here.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Here we are. We'll be there. Power slid across. I always did looking like it. Oh, here we go. I always did looking like it. Looking at his muscles. Barithor was always a very big man. I said I could hunt. I could hunt in town. All of you. I swear. If it's just one thing or another, he's so small. He's trying to like see over the party, but like the group of shoulders, but he actually can't because Iva's so small. So like he just sees Beliana like performing. Oh my god. These two back here are still just kind of
I would like to do something, yeah?
Yes.
Since they're why the fuck is this guy on the side at the top? Okay.
You don't want to know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, since they are all apparently like being engulfed by our spiel, so to say, I would like to move towards the George, yeah, one more step, put one hand on his shoulder and tell him, remember, family is never just a closed down circle. You can always grow your family, and if you choose the way that we took, if you choose to follow it, you can grow your family and you can build your family with other people as you help them and as they help you, and we help each other.
Roll me one more persuasion check.
I start to giggle.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yikes.
Can you actually reach his shoulder?
Persuasion also +0.
And with this, the man is still crying at this point. George is. I gotta say, miss. First I wasn't very happy when you walked in, but now I think he just starts bawling uncontrollably, and all the men around him are just kind of looking at him. They've never seen such the strong man cry before.
I just
He's
tap his thigh, like, there.
He doesn't even register. He's so caught up in his emotions right now. And Beliana's music just strums in the background, just ever so softly, just a little outro for it. Well, I guess we always could. I mean, what do you say, lads? What do you think we should do? Do you think we should all go back to town? All right, let's find out the culmination of our efforts. Oh my goodness. Well, let's just yeah, I think we all kind of should. This group over here, they're completely in agreement, along with these men right here. Yeah, I don't understand why we're even out here in the first place. I mean, sure, Parthel's got the food for us. Sure, he gives us a little bit of money on the side, but I mean, where does it all even go anyway? All right, lads. Okay, we go back to town. We all go back and, well, we go straight from here on, right? And he kind of turns around and he notices for the first time what's happening up there. Oi! Hey! What's going on? Hey, I said go straight! I said straight! Fuck it, never mind. You two want to come or not? Huh? What? Huh? He just starts wiping off his face, like, with his arm. Yeah, we're fine. We're back to town, right? That's what we're gonna do? Yeah? We're gonna do that? Yeah, we're going back to town. Okay, alright. And now it seems like the emotional moment's over. He kind of wipes his face, not from his lips, but, his eyes. And, this group will bugger off.
Before George leaves, I just hold on to his, I don't know, pants. And I hand him 30 gold. Disperse this amongst your men, so you have a good, clean start.
He did, like, his eyes are just, has no idea what's going on right now. He's just spinning around, like, everything is going so fast. Just, not even 10 minutes ago, he was sub-boss of a bandit gang, and now he's got 30 gold, which is more gold than he's seen in his lifetime.
And
just kind of like,
remember that we, and I kind of sign to our group, we can only illuminate the path. You are the ones that have to walk it.
Oh, I believe I'll be walking it a lot heavier purse now. Yeah, I'll make sure that. Hey, what did she give you? She gave me.
Now. I just look at him like a stern teacher.
I put another hand again on on his shoulder and like squeeze it a little bit tighter and grin at him and tell him, you know what to do.
Make me an intimidation check, please.
Oh, okay. I want to do something after.
15
Oh my God.
and intimidation plus 2, 17.
Oh my God. Okay, all right, Belliana.
I want to here. I have this. Haven't I this one cantrip where I can change my eye color and look him in the eye and like.
Yes, you certainly can. You certainly can.
I don't know which one it was.
I don't remember either.
Thaumaturgy.
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 Okay, so you look him in the eye as Thuglin grips his shoulder and says, "You know what to do," and you do. What do you do, Sabrina?
What? Yeah, I mean, I changed my eye color.
She
and,
just changes her eye color.
She
That's it.
says
That's it.
to me.
Yes. No, I changed my eye color and start thinking again. Like, where do you want to go?
Oh.
And look him in the eye and with my changed eye color and like.
He like looks over
You know.
Thuglin's shoulder and he feels the pressure on his shoulder and he feels honestly like it's about to just snap his shoulder in two. Thuglin doesn't look like he's phased at all. Thuglin doesn't look like he's phased at all, and everyone else
Look what I
around
wrote.
Belliana doesn't actually see her eye color change. But
29.
for George, this is one of the scariest moments in his life. He's on a roller coaster of dreams right now. He went from being bandit sub-boss to being probably the third richest person in, maybe fourth richest person in anywhere close to Gaelok. Now his life is being threatened. He's on trial basically against all of the men that have sort of know what's going on with money being given to him, and Thuglin is making sure that Iva's wishes are being followed. She gave me 30 gold. They want me to give it to you. This man won't kill me if I give it to you, so we'll pass it all out in a minute, right? Yep. Now, George. Want the money now. And with that, he immediately tries to squirm his way out of Thuglin's hands. Does this happen?
No, it does not.
He tries to squirm his way out, but he's unsuccessful.
I basically escort him to the row of people standing there with my hand on his shoulder so he can disperse the money.
So I can't move you on top of Iva, but
yeah.
For points and services, this man has he's basically escorted
Yeah.
straight to all of the men, and he starts handing out the gold evenly.
So now my character uses his confusion when he's done with handing out his money. He goes up to him and he says, Georgie, one more thing. Can you tell us where Parthol is?
Where the boss is? He's still
Yeah.
handing out money. Hey! I don't know what you guys think you're doing, but you know Parthel's gonna be real upset with us. I mean, this man, he wants to talk to Parthel. I mean, I just got 30 gold. Parthel ain't never given me 30 gold. These guys over here are just all, like, super happy because now they're paid. Like, more money than they've ever had. Hey, yeah! I mean, if Parthel catches us slacking off, what part about not working for Parthel no more don't you guys understand? He like moves past Ogre, but he's still got Thuglin's hand on his shoulder. Ogre, do you say anything? These men are all happy that they have their money.
I'm sure you can craft your own new start in this world. We just want to talk to Parthel. And we need to know where he is.
Talking to the boss. Unless the boss want to be talked to.
What do you mean by that?
They're kind of right. Usually Parthel don't speak with nobody, see? Parthel speak to people that's smarter than we are. We ain't so smart.
So my character looks at Thuglin, trying to make him do another intimidation check.
Well, I move over here.
Do you take him with you?
He's not on their side really, so no. I take my hand off his shoulder and I move over here.
Okay.
Stand in front of the three and tell them, first of all, I think you're pretty intelligent if you're getting what has happened today and if you're having a change of heart, if you're starting to follow your own life instead of bowing for another person.
He's kind of looking back and forth between his guys.
And then I'm getting a little bit closer to this guy and stand really fucking close to him.
Mm-hmm.
And tell him, and I'm pretty sure you're as intelligent as the other guys in knowing what to do next. And either choose to follow along with this or try to find out what the other thing would be. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say.
I think I understand what you're trying to say. But for the purpose of our roleplay.
Yes.
Can I bit?
Yeah, of course.
I get close to him. I walk up close to him.
Same guy?
Look, yeah, no,
Okay.
no, to the to this, yeah, well, yeah, to the guy.
Click and hold.
To this George guy. Didn't
Okay.
George?
George. Okay,
Yeah.
George is up here. Yes.
George was.
This
I
is
mean,
George.
it's these three guys that like are talking, like saying like nobody talks to the boss or whatever, and he's
Really?
just saying, but
Yeah.
hey, they.
Oh, it's not George.
No,
Okay,
George
No.
is on the side of everyone
All
else.
over the place.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Probably my fault.
Yeah, sorry. I thought. Okay, well then to this guy
Okay.
who didn't want to let us pass,
Mm-hmm.
and look him in the eye and ask him. Well, I guess you listened to my singing. Did you like it?
Listen, miss, your song was very nice, but me and the man are talking, alright? I understand you're horny, but no.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you don't know my friend here. You know, he can be
Here we go.
very strong. So I don't know if you're a very clever man to mess up with him.
John, roll me that intimidation check while she's talking. Mess with him? I mean, I don't know if I'm trying to mess with him, but I mean, honestly, he don't seem so scary to me. I don't understand what all these people are just.
That's a 7.
I mean, who? Listen. If it's one thing I got, it's loyalty, okay? And I ain't horny right now.
Advantage.
You can say advantage. Yeah, you can roll with advantage if you'd like. Yes.
So I roll another, right?
Sure.
Well,
Ooh!
+2 by the way.
Immediately breaks his neck.
All right. If it's one thing I am, it's loyal, all right? Just because you done come out and you done sang a pretty song and you done give George a bribe and at this point he starts noticing just how much Thuglin's muscles start to like shimmer.
Can
in
I
the
can I
firelight.
can I add an action to that intimidation that still counts for this?
Of course.
I put my left hand on his shoulder and it weighs down on him that he actually is pushed into his knees onto one knee basically.
Make me a strength check.
Strength check. That's
Just roll me a 1d20. Perfect.
Uh,
Perfect. That's all I needed.
yeah.
You've already critical success rolled this. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't roll a 1.
Okay.
That's literally the only thing that would have failed you.
Yeah. Okay.
So just resting your hand on his shoulder is enough to weigh. You put the weight of the world, the weight of the shimmering, muscled world that is Thuglin Steel Fury upon this man. All right, and he audibly makes that sound as you just rest your hand on his shoulder. Well, I mean, listen, I don't know if I'm after trouble, per se, miss group. Not really after trouble. Just, hey, don't you go be getting cold feet just because the man got some muscles, okay? Barathor got the same damn muscles, and we all said we'd fight him if he showed up.
May I
that's true,
ask
that's
something
true.
off game quickly?
Sure, just type it to me.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec.
I mean, you can either type it to me or if it need to be private. I don't know if it needs to be private. Because we can also use the chat in D20.
No, it's fine. One sec. Give me a sec.
Am I good to
I
continue
type it
roleplay, or does this need
in
to be-
Discord. Yeah, you can
Okay.
just.
Okay. We all said we'd fight Barathor if he showed up. He got the same damn muscles. It don't matter if they're in the firelight or not. Yeah, but his hand, and he kind of turns and he looks at Thuglin's hand that's on his left shoulder, and it's just like, and my feet, and my knees, and both of them just kind of look at him up and down and see that Thuglin is truly that strong. So they just see that Thuglin is truly that strong that he's not even trying, and it's already just weighing this guy down. Listen. If Parthel catches us, who knows what Parthel will do, okay? At least we know this man. At least we know he's got just muscles, okay? Probably has muscles for brains, too. I mean, look at him. The man probably eats rocks and shits granite.
I take out my wait, give me a second. I take out my resonating warpick and bash his skull in.
What? Resonating? What?
A weapon.
Uh-huh.
A warpick is like a Spitzhacke, basically.
What?
Nur
You
nur
kill
als Waffe.
That's the
So-
Waffe.
This attack is guaranteed to succeed because it happened before combat started. John, do me a favor.
Yes.
Roll me some damage, sir.
1d10.
Why is it certain? What?
Because
It
this
is
man
certain because
didn't
it's a
expect it.
surprise.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
The only people. Okay.
Whoa.
Now.
No, I'm not bashing his skull in apparently.
Double it.
Okay.
Double it. So, 2 damage has been done. Well, what is it? It's a guaranteed crit, right, Josh?
Not
The guaranteed hit and
necessarily.
crit.
The
For a
surprise
surprise
only.
attack?
Wait. Does the guy wear a helmet? No, it's this is like his visually. Also, so the picture is also depicting how he looks, right?
Yes.
He's not wearing some kind of metal helmet.
No.
Okay, never mind then.
So surprise just means you get a free round, but not automatically crit unless you are a rogue assassin.
Okay. So.
But
for-
you get your strength modifier to the 1.
Yes, correct.
course.
Correct.
Well,
So
that's a 5. So
and we will double it for 10.
What? You have 20 strength? Fucking hell.
We will double it for 10.
That's insane.
Okay.
Don't make crazy assumptions. And I will talk to you a little bit later about that one, Josh. So, this gentleman right here, Thuglin, without a doubt and without any warning at all, with one hand still on this gentleman's left shoulder, reaches behind him and grabs his war pick almost like he's scratching his head, but when he comes back, it just comes down on this man's skull. And as he does, he falls lifeless.
And his blood spilled up on my whole body.
For a moment, I'm just going to let you know
Yeah.
how insane it is.
Fucking is
This
getting
man
hard.
rolled
Can I
a
roll for
1
D20?
on damage. He rolled a 1 on damage and killed someone. Okay? I'm just
Yeah.
going to say that.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's
that's
the
all
relation.
with one hand still on this guy's shoulder. And with that, party, roll initiative. We have our first combat sequence.
Okay.
These two men immediately go hostile.
Which two? Sorry.
The two in front of you. And
Alright.
we will
These
say
two.
that this man is dead. I'm just going to move him
So
off
we're
screen.
all
that way
just
you know.
rolling a
It's just-
D20?
We are all rolling a d20 for our initiative.
If you have a dex modifier.
If you have a dex
you can
modifier,
add that.
Plus
Yes.
1, so it's 20.
Mhm.
+2, so it's 10.
All right. And
So
Ivan not rolling?
Thuglin
Oh,
goes
okay.
first.
No.
Sorry.
all right, so for the purpose of our initiative, how initiative works is just as Josh said, when combat starts, initiative will happen. Initiative is your turn combat order, is what we will call it. So for our dice rolls, where is Iva's dice roll?
This is a 7.
There it is. Okay, okay. So for the course of this combat, we shall say Thuglin has rolled a 19, which is 20. Also, if I
That's
might
good.
ask, I'll back up for just a moment. The more that we do these, I will ask you to start adding your modifiers in beforehand. So to do that, you would say roll 1, was it 1d20 plus whatever the modifier is? Okay?
You have, yeah.
Okay. So again, this is the tutorial. So we'll just go off of, I want everybody to experience something first, and then as we get better, you guys can take the reins on more things. Thuglin, even though he has smashed this man's skull in, now that combat has started, that no longer matters, okay? That all happened before combat. Combat starts now. Thuglin has rolled the highest. His modifier is a 1, therefore it's 20. Looks like our next roll is going to be Saga's.
Me with 10.
Yeah, will be 10, so he would move
Just wanted
next.
to test something, sorry.
Okay, yeah. And then afterwards would be Beliana. Let me look at her character sheet.
He probably has more dex than me. I have +0.
Testing something again, sorry.
I have plus
Ah,
2
okay. There it is. I see.
dexterity. So
Uh,
I have 10 then, right?
you have
9.
yeah. Well, okay. So yes, you do have that, but that would be you rolled the dice, okay? And when you rolled the dice, that dice was a 7, and your modifier is 0, so it is just
So-
7.
Oh, okay.
So you and
Which
Iva,
modifier?
your dexterity modifier,
Yeah. So yeah, in the big, the big thing.
the
Yeah,
big
okay.
box
Yeah.
above your number. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Iva,
Also 0.
I have a 10 dexterity.
sorry, trying to find everything. Here it is. Yes, okay, 10 dexterity. So also 0 for modifier on what happened. So, turn order in this combat, for however long it will last, will be Thuglin, Saga, our 2 rogues, or bandits, we shall say, and then
Liliana
Iva and
died.
Beliana, you can pick who wants to go first between the two of you. Okay.
I would
Probably
say
better,
you are-
better me
Sense.
then, because if anything happens, then you could heal afterwards or whatever.
Also,
you could
yeah.
do.
Also, I think you are more dexterous. Just
We
from
will go with
a
that.
character
We'll go with that.
standpoint.
We'll go with that. All right. That makes sense to everybody how initiative works, though.
Yes.
I mean, it'll probably need to be explained
I
again, but that makes
understood.
sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that, we will now start combat, now that we all know when everything happens. Thuglin, you are first. So, what would you like to do with this? Okay, let me back up. You have free actions, you have bonus actions, and then we'll say you have attack actions to make it simple, and there are also movement points. Okay?
Okay.
What would you like to do? And then we'll talk about what that goes with. What that corresponds to.
As well, I do still have my hand on his shoulder, or is that like reset?
Yes, you have it. You have your hand on his shoulder.
Since I bashed the other guy while having my hand on his shoulder. So
Yes.
I just use all my strength and like push him into the ground, maybe? Like
Okay.
not like he's buried, but
Sweet under.
Dicta.
but you know, like I try
Push
to
him to the ground.
I try to crush his bones with it, maybe, because
Okay,
I'm
so
actually
it sounds like two
fucking
different
strong.
things. It sounds like two different things are trying to happen.
Yeah.
The first thing that I'm hearing is you're pushing him to the ground. The second thing I'm hearing is that you are holding him, physically holding him, and pushing him downwards to the ground while holding him. And
Whichever
not letting
breaks
go.
his bones.
Whichever breaks his bones.
So the second, I guess.
I don't think that either of them will break his
Yeah,
bones.
okay.
I don't think that either of them will break his bones.
So basically, none of these are an actual attack, right?
One of them I will call a bonus action, which is a shove. Okay, if you wanted to shove him backwards to try and disengage yourself, I would consider that a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Now, depending on what exactly you did, it might be a full action. A full action would take your attack away from you. A bonus action we'll say for this purpose, since we're trying to teach, would just result in disengaging yourself from this target, and therefore disengaging Beliana as well, meaning she would not incur an attack of opportunity if she wanted to move away.
Mm-hmm.
You, however, still would, because you are still engaged. Attacks of opportunity happen when you try to move within another. I mean, you all played,
like Battle Brothers,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, you all. Yeah. I
I'll
mean,
play
Beliana,
Battle Brothers.
attacks of opportunity happen in the immediate area around a character, okay? Meaning if you try to move out of that area, that character will incur a free attack against you for nothing, basically. Because you decided you wanted to move while in their zone of control. Then you will incur a
that
penalty.
does not mean out of the area, but around the area as well, right?
Just in the tiles around a
Yeah,
character.
so if this guy is being pushed over here and then I'm moving forward one more tile, then he gets a free attack on me.
No, you are not moving out of his zone. No.
Okay, so you actually only mean really out of his
Now, if you move from where you're standing to here, I'm gonna say he attacks you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But if you're moving from here to here, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The only thing where this really matters, where I see this being a problem later, is if there were still 3 people, John, and you decided you wanted to move
it's
here,
like-
you're gonna suffer 1 attack.
Yeah, definitely, because I move out of his yeah,
Right.
makes sense.
Okay.
Well then my action will be to push him so he falls down on the ground as the bonus action. Right? As you said?
I mean, we still have to make a roll. Just tell me what you want to do. Tell me the full extent of what you want to do. And
I
then we'll
push him out of the way that he falls over, and I take my pick into both hands and do basically a jump attack on him. Into his chest.
Holy shit.
Okay. In that case, make me a strength roll.
Strength is +5, so I can do this and do this. Yikes.
Why is your strength +5?
It is. Because I'm a...
Why is your strength +5? I believe your strength is +3, sir. I believe your intimidation is a little higher. Maybe not. No.
Maybe
your strength should only be
your-
+2. Excuse me, +3.
+3.
Well,
I'm an
well,
idiot.
these-
No, I'm an idiot. Yes,
okay,
I'm...
okay.
Throws.
I looked at the saving throws because the skills
Yeah.
are under it, and I
That's-
thought I'm adding it like this. Okay, sorry.
Okay. So that's fine. It's fine. You rolled... Oh my god, we have so many
But-
rolls that are happening right now.
Sorry, +5 is still correct because you are proficient with the thingy.
Damn.
You are proficient with the war pick, which means you get a proficiency bonus.
This is not an attack, though. This is a strength roll to push. This is not an attack with a war pick yet.
Oh, sorry. I
He is
thought he
trying to
was
push
already.
him.
He
So
was already.
so
sorry.
plus 3. So you take.
So we will take away 2 away from 13, right?
Yeah.
We're at 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say your push is successful, but you do not push him to the ground. He is still
Okay.
standing.
Okay.
Do you still wish to make this jump attack?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
As you jump into the air, we will use this for future reference. As you jump into the air with both hands, this man is looking at you, and I will say that he does indeed make an attack against you.
Okay.
Now, what I will say, because we didn't know, is that... What I will say, because we didn't know, I should say anytime you're going to make a crazy move like that that's called out, you probably need to be fairly certain that you're gonna make it work. Okay? But I asked you, are we still going to go with this course of action? You said yes. So this is what's going to happen. The man's going to attack you. He's going to swing his massive mace at you. It will miss and hit the ground with a massive thud. All right.
Okay.
You will move forward to close the distance again. You will attack this man. Please attack him with disadvantage because he did not go to the ground.
With disadvantage. So
Roll twice. We take the lower.
2 d20s plus what?
Plus 5.
D20s, yeah?
Yes. Oh, but we need to not add them. Oh, well, we can just do it this way. We can say 19 and we can say 15.
So
all right.
15 it is.
So 15. With a 15, you hit. Please, sir, make me a damage roll.
1d10. Is there a plus on it? I did that earlier. I'm an idiot. No, there's no plus on it. 1d10.
There's no plus.
Boop. 4.
All right. So, as you jump, you bring it down and you smack the man squarely in his chest with your war pick. It gashes into him, and the man takes 4 damage.
What is he wearing? What kind of armor?
You can basically say that it's glorified padded leather.
Okay.
Oh, strength. I'm sorry. Strength modifier for damage. I'm sorry. We're adding +3 to it. I'm sorry. There is a modifier. We add 3 damage to it. He still takes 7. He's still hurt. He still makes the same sound. Nothing really changes. But he takes 7. I will mark that and denote it. 7. There we go. Sorry. Our next turn is Saga, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm more interested in these rolls and making sure that they make sense than the modifiers, but I should be thorough. Josh is correct.
Yeah.
I saw him typing and I was like, yes, I understand now.
And, but the other guy above him, he doesn't get an initiative.
His initiative, like I said, the turn order from before would be Thuglin, Saga,
okay.
our 2 adversaries.
No, but
and
I
then
mean
you, and then them.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you said that it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, sorry. No.
Okay, it's okay. That's why we're doing this. It's the tutorial. That's why we're doing this. All right, Saga, your turn.
So my character is super surprised about what happened because Thuglin just instantly killed someone. Trying to conserve the promise we made to Iva, I take out a throwing knife and I throw it past. Is George the blue one?
Yes, George is here in front of you.
I throw it past George, and I try to hit the thighs of the guy standing above Thuglin.
Okay, remember you can also ping to say I try to hit this guy.
Yeah, this one. I try to hit this one in the thighs with a throwing knife.
All right. In that case, I would need you to. We don't move or anything, right? All we're doing is
after. So you want me to complete the action and then do the rolls? Yeah, it's better, right?
Yes.
And then I wanna move towards Biliana to get out of the immediate area of all the other guys.
Okay. When you say immediate area, where would you like to move?
I would like to move here.
Okay. So you have movement points. Okay.
Yeah.
Every like on your character sheet at the very top, you have those movement points. And I said for this map, every square is 5. So you can move the full turn for like not the full turn, like you can move the full amount of points or you can move not the full amount of points. It's up to you. So where would you like to move?
I want to move here.
Okay.
Still.
So you move there. You make your attack against this gentleman up here. Roll me. What are we rolling? D20 and then plus dexterity for a throwing weapon, right?
Dex modifier is +2. Use the advanced roller, right? I
Yeah,
do
we
one
can-
you
plus
can do
2.
it, yeah. Dex
Like
plus
this.
your proficiency
Oh,
because you're
wow.
proficient.
Yes. All right. So, George, get down! I don't know if you actually say that, but I'm just going to say it because Arnold Schwarzenegger. As you throw it, the
Get
dagger goes
down!
wide, and it just kind of like right into the bush over here. You hear the
Fuck
bush
me.
just move. All right. And then, oi! That fucking hurt! And with that, he swings back at you. Oops. All right. He swings at Thuglin with a 9. That will miss. And the man above him. Hey! You hit my brother! You killed the other man! And he swings at you too. 13, which also misses.
Wow.
Beliana, it is your move. Slippery little bastard! Slippery big bastard.
Well, still thinking about what I want to do. I mean, for a crossbow, it would be too near, right?
No, you
No?
are. So what John did, whether or not it was on purpose, I'm sure that it was. But what he has done is he has made space for you. All right, he pushed this man back, and since that man is no longer in your immediate area, like in your zone of control, you are not in his zone of control. You can make ranged attacks now without a penalty.
Okay.
If someone's in your face while you're trying to shoot a crossbow, I mean, I'm going to say you're suffering a penalty because they're trying to stop you from shooting it, and you're trying to complete the action of actually shooting it.
Well, then I will draw my crossbow.
Do you move at all? Do you just draw and shoot right here? What are you doing?
No, I shoot from there. Or maybe, I don't know, it doesn't make sense.
Remember, hold
to
and click
go a
if you
little-
want to move, and if you don't want to move, then just say you shoot from there.
Yeah, I mean, it would need an extra action, right?
No.
So, no?
Movements are free actions. You can do them without incurring anything unless you're in, like, a swamp or something where it's difficult to move. But you don't have to worry about that. This is open ground. We already scouted that out beforehand. There's nothing in your way that's stopping you from moving currently.
So then...
And the movement points that are on your character sheet, that's the amount that you can move on the screen, and then you can still shoot. Or cast a spell.
Don't break formation on me. What are you doing?
Yeah, so then probably I would... move here?
Here? Okay.
Yeah.
So you move here, and you're trying to make an attack, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Against who? Declare who you wish to attack.
I wish to attack him. I would
Okay.
draw my crossbow. And to actually secure the, Thuglin's side with this guy. And yeah, while I draw my crossbow and aim on him, I am telling to both of them, guys, are you really sure you want to do this?
You're really sure? As I try to kill him. All right, but it is this top guy, correct?
Yes.
Okay. In that case,
Can't wait to
make me a
have an arrow
1d20.
bolt in my back.
Yeah, if you roll a 1 now, this is gonna go really bad.
It has the opportunity to go really bad, yes.
Okay, what do I roll?
So we're rolling a 1d20 in the chat box on the d20 roller.
Oh,
11.
Okay.
Wow. Unfortunately, 11 does not hit him.
No, what? Really? Oh, fuck.
Almost perfectly, as exactly where Ogre's throwing knife went into, over here in this bush. The bolt just straight into it. Thuglin kind of looks over his shoulder and he sees a zip straight past this guy. Hey, that was fucking close! You could have hit me with that. Be fucking careful!
That was on purpose.
Actually, someone in the bush.
No, I'm moving his portrait to let him know that he's speaking.
Parthol sitting in the bush being dead.
Iva, it's your turn. And we used a crossbow, that's why I didn't add any modifiers.
Alright. She holds out a hand to her side
But
And you see,
sorry to interrupt, but I see here crossbow light 1d8. What does
For
that
damage.
For damage,
damage.
but
If you have
since you
hit.
didn't hit,
mean? Okay.
So every character when they
So
swing
if
should
I
back
hit
up.
them- yeah,
I should
okay.
back up. Every character has what's called an armor class. Your character has armor class also.
Yeah.
Your first roll is against that armor class. If you roll higher on your d20 scale than
Mhm.
their armor class,
Okay.
you will hit. However, when you roll an 11, you did
Mhm.
not hit.
Okay. So I don't have to.
So we
Yeah,
don't
okay,
roll
get it.
damage.
Got it.
Okay.
Iva sticks out her hand to the side, and you see around her hand these white sparks of light are flowing and gathering like fireflies. And she concentrates them in her palm, and a small mote of white fire just starts to kind of glow.
Oh shit.
And she just says to her left to the other ex-bandits, just
She's
like,
got fire in her hands.
stay back. And then she throws a firebolt at the guy that Biliana just shot at.
All right.
Going to make a roll.
Yes, please.
See, that's pretty good.
Oh shit! It's hot! It's hot! He realized that he jumped out of the way from you and accidentally jumped into the fire for a moment.
Still rolling. Seems to take some time. 13. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. I'm going to roll for damage as this firebolt hits. It is 9 damage.
Damn.
Hey.
So Iva gathers all of that energy in her hand and she extends it outwards, and this man jumps into the fire in his attempt to quickly get away from her because he's so amazed that someone could hold fire in their hand. He's never seen it before in his life. George kind of, and he hops backwards, giving a clear line of sight, smashes this man directly in his chest. He's patting at himself as fast as he can. He's trying to put out the fire that just spreads on it, gets onto his chin, onto his neck, and eventually as it goes out and it sears his skin, hits him for 9 damage, but he's still standing.
That's it. She holds her position kind of, I would say she moves 1 square to the north and stands protectively in front of the bandits.
Okay. All right. And with that, we have completed our first round of combat. Good job, guys. Excellent job. We completed our first round. Oh, hey, they're fucking them up. They're fucking them up. And we're back at the top with Thuglin.
So this guy got hit by the fireball, right?
That guy got hit by the firebolt. This bottom guy is hit by you.
Okay. 9.
Firebolt 9 damage. Your war pick
7.
7 damage, respectively.
I mean, my weapon is not really suited for that, I guess. Is there something I can do to try and hit both of them? Since I'm right next to both of them? With one
Not
hit?
currently.
Not currently,
Not
okay.
currently. You would need to level up a little bit more before you gained access to, like, cleave or something.
Okay. Well, I will just try to hit the top guy with a swing.
The man that you did not hit the first time. Different guy. This guy up here.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So you're just gonna swing at him?
I'm just gonna swing at him, yeah. Without any fancy backflips.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Sorry,
So we roll a 1d20 to try to hit.
Yeah.
You can also save.
Hmm.
You can also save rolls that you want to continue to do.
What do you mean by
So,
that?
like, for your damage roll, since it's something that you'll probably be using a lot, like if you were to hit, like you can obviously just type roll 1d20. But for your damage roll, you can save that roll in the advanced dice roller, I think.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
to make
using
a
the
custom roll.
I'm using the
Like the
advanced dice.
last 10 dice rolls saved.
Yeah, I'm using
very
that.
cool.
And
Very
you can
cool.
you can also put the plus thing up there.
How?
Yes.
Mhm.
If you hover over the dice thing in the left menu thing, and then at the bottom there's advanced dice roller, then a window opens. You can do some custom stuff there. But yeah, that was my hit, and I did not hit him. And
now, this is what happens. We've seen critical successes. Okay, we've seen things that happen when you critically succeed at something. This is one of those times where we critically fail. The opposite end of the spectrum. Okay, critical successes have things happen, which I'll go ahead and say, just like earlier, I was not prepared for Beliana to make that high of a roll. Okay, so we kind of did that on the fly. Thuglin, this is a critical failure.
Yes.
Critical failures are some of the worst things that can happen. They're things where I'm allowed to have leeway to kind of make things up. Same thing as critical successes, but these are just the opposite. Now, as you go to swing at this front guy up here, it was switching the targets. Whether it was switching the targets or it was nighttime or the fact that everyone else is missing and you thought you had to follow suit, you've also missed. But in the course of missing, as you've shifted your body weight from one to the other, you've actually fallen down. You swung so hard, and all this man did was just lean out of the way. And you've fallen down. Now you are prone.
Oh no.
okay,
Prone is bad, that I know.
that means they get advantage on attacks on me, right?
Yes, it does.
And getting up is a whole action, right?
Getting up is an entire action.
Well, sucks to be me.
Yes, sir. So we move to Saga.
Save me, Step Saga.
Since I'm still following,
To get up.
since I'm still, even though Iva threw a fireball, I'm still following the promise I made, not to just randomly hurt people. I want to run up to the top guy, which is this guy, and I want to kick him, running jump kick him as hard as I can.
Okay. All right. Now, I will say that will take a full action. I will also say that depending on your roll here, whether or not it will actually do, because there are two types of damage. There are lethal damage and there's non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Okay. For this point in purpose, I know you're not trying to kill him, so this is going to be non-lethal damage. So, in that case, with a running sprint, Ogre makes it straight to here. Well, we'll say here, so he leaves clear line of sight. And with a flying jump kick, make me a dexterity roll. Actually, before you even do that, no, make me a dexterity roll first.
That's 20 plus 2, right?
Yes. Now make me an acrobatics roll.
That's 20 plus 4.
All right. In a grand display of skill
Fuck you.
and dexterity, Saga moves forward 5 meters with a running sprint, and he pulls up his leg and extends the other, and with our immaculate 19, he connects squarely with the man's jaw. However, the force that he had behind it was not really enough to really knock him out, we'll say. Okay? Roll me a 1d4.
What the fuck? How strong is he? That guy.
And with a 1, you knock him back,
Yeah, that's what I wanted, though. That's good.
and you've landed here.
So did he take one more damage?
Non-lethal
one?
damage. Non-lethal damage. If they take enough non-lethal damage, then I just knock them out. You can do whatever you want to do afterwards.
Okay. It's like stun damage, basically. Okay, I see. Yeah. I get it.
All right.
Okay, I complete my action.
That bitch had a fireball. She said she came to save us, but all she tried to do was kill us.
Who said
no.
that?
No, that's just what he's saying.
Yeah.
This guy down
Okay,
here
this
said
guy.
this.
Okay.
This guy at the bottom to your right. Did you not see it when I'm spinning him
this
around?
guy. No, I did not saw any blinking.
Oh, okay.
Now
This guy here.
spinning him around. Okay, I did not notice that. Okay, yeah, I see it.
All right.
We can see if you're in the process of spinning only if you let go of the mouse button, then we see the new position.
I see. Okay, understood. That's funny then. I was
Just do
spinning
the
other people earlier.
pinging.
Yeah. All right. And with that, he attacks Thuglin.
Good luck.
You're prone, bro.
Fuck.
Okay. Well, I would roll for the advantage, but he connects. All right.
Oh, that's fine.
So he brings his short sword down, and trying to jab Thuglin in that massive firelight shimmering muscle of an arm. As he does, it just kind of grazes over the top of the bicep and cuts off a small chunk of flesh off of his forearm. Not like a chunk of flesh like he's bleeding, but just like it's a scrape, we'll say, all the way down the arm.
Thuglin's response to that is, yes, hit me.
All right. I'm on fire! And he panic swings straight at Saga with a 13. And with a 13,
Should miss.
with a 13 he hits.
What?
11 plus 2.
May I? Oh no! Just finish the thing and then I ask.
Okay. Oh god. And with that, Saga, you take 4 points of damage. I will adjust your hit points accordingly.
I took 2 points of damage, right?
Yes, I will also adjust your hit points accordingly.
Do I have to adjust that in my sheet as well?
No, because I'm doing it on the... If you click on your character, you should see the hit point dice above them. Can you do that? You see your AC and you see your HP, red and green?
If I
No,
click...
you have to
No.
You have to give out permissions for people to see them. It's a bit fiddly.
Okay. Another time we'll do that. But for now, I have made those.
Okay.
I've made those things. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to give you guys control over your characters, so that you could show me where you wanted to move with your token.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. Yeah.
It just gets funky when you have people that don't really know.
I mean,
but
a very good tool for using is the fourth tool from the top. You can do this.
Ooh.
Oh.
You can just say, I'm moving here, or I'm moving here.
Everyone sees that,
yeah? Yeah, everyone sees that. You can also make it so only you yourself see it, and you use the hide from others to gauge distances.
Cool. Damn.
They're especially good as a DM.
How do I make it go
The fourth
away?
tool. Wait. You just drew the circles.
Sabrina,
How do I...
Sabrina, pick the arrow tool, the first one, and then left click on the circles, and then press delete.
The arrow tool. Yeah.
It's an arrow. Select or move, and then click
I can
on...
delete it. I can delete it.
Are you?
Ow.
Don't paint on paint on the
move?
maps, guys.
Yes, and then yeah.
It's annoying.
You're out, Sabrina. Out.
No, I'm just saying. It's annoying for the GM to clean up after you.
I thought it would.
Okay, I promise. It's okay. This is the tutorial. We're all learning. It's all fine. All right,
Well,
so can you, before we continue on, can you, what is the calculation for him to hit me?
So his calculation is he rolls a 1d20, and he rolls that against your armor class. He hit 13. Yeah. You have armor class of 13, therefore he hits you. You have to roll a 13 or higher for him to hit you, and he did roll the 13.
All right.
He rolled barely what it was to hit you. All right, and with that, we move to Beliana's turn.
Okay, well, actually, I'm thinking about using Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but as I wrote the description again, read the description again, there's an information that a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected.
Yes, but you don't have to worry about with that. These are human beings. They have intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but I don't know
It's okay. It's okay. That's why this is
score!
tutorial. That's why we're asking. So you're
I don't
good.
know the scores. Yeah, so I mean,
I mean, you'll never
okay.
know the scores, but you can safely
Yeah.
say that these are human beings and they possess
Okay.
common sense.
Yeah, so I guess I will use Tasha's hideous laughter.
All
So
right. Who are we using it on?
I'll put back my my crossbow, or can I do it while I have my
Yes.
crossbow?
Yes.
Okay. So while I still hold my crossbow and aim on these two bandits, I get this fire in my eyes and the aura around me
Mm-hmm.
that and I close my eyes and speak that cantrip, that spell of Tasha's hideous laughter.
All right. And again, every time one thing that I will say is you must always get into the habit of, I am here, I want to do this, and I want to
Yeah.
attack this.
Yeah.
Okay? So always
Well, I mean,
declare who you are attacking first, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I mean, if I that's not me, by the way.
Okay.
No, it's me.
Okay, so
You see the colors on the bottom.
yeah. So if I wait, I have to. Okay. Yeah, I will keep. I mean, how far how near do I have to be for
That's
that?
fine.
Don't worry. Yeah,
It's
don't worry.
okay.
Don't worry so much about that.
Mm.
What I want my
Yeah,
players to do is be
yeah.
confident and say, I want to do this, and then I'll
Okay.
say you can or you can't.
Okay.
So tell me, you
Okay.
know, heavens,
wanna
this is what
do-
I want to do, and then we'll
Okay,
see what it does.
heavens.
Mhm.
I wanna keep standing there and
Mhm.
attack this
Perfect.
bandit, and I mean, hopefully, eventually, this guy too, because it spreads, as I understood it correctly. I hope. I mean, a
Tasha's hideous
creature of your
laughter is
choice that you can see within range perceives everything as that you can see within.
one creature.
Yeah.
Yes. One
One
creature. One creature.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. But yeah. So it's. I'll stick with this one because he's too. It's too dangerous for Thug. So.
Okay.
Thugla.
So your now what we do is he has to roll a saving throw, okay? And his saving throw has to be higher than your spell difficulty check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will do that. And he fails, all right? He would have had to roll against the number in the top middle of your of your character sheet on the third page. All right, and you see that 5 is obviously much lower.
Yeah.
Okay. So your spell succeeds. Oh. He just starts laughing, just uncontrollably. It's just so funny. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's on fire. He's on fire. He has muscles. He has these muscles on the ground. All right. Now, how much damage does it do?
Well.
Doesn't do damage.
Does it do damage next turn?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that man.
But he's incapacitated.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay. Sorry, I don't have
For
the spell
one more
pulled up, but
round?
I should use it. Until he can
for
manage to break the saving throw.
Okay,
Until he manages to roll above that 13.
Okay.
Okay. Iva.
Do I have a clear line of sight from here to this guy?
Yes.
All right. Then I will once more summon the 7th light in my palm and throw a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Which I will now proceed to roll an 11 on it.
And that, unfortunately, does not connect.
All right. You see
However,
Yeah.
However, I also need you to now roll me a 1d6.
I can make it so it hits. Would that require me to roll a 1d6?
No. Regardless of whether you hit or miss, you will still roll this 1d6. But if you can make it hit and you would like to, then please do.
So you guys see this spark of light kind of pass him by and then kind of curve around him and shoot back as I use my favorite by the gods feature, which allows me on a spell attack roll that missed the target to roll 2d4 and add that to the attack roll to see if it hits.
It will 100% hit. There's no
Alright.
way, even if you roll a 1 on those d4s, that it would miss. So yes.
Alright, so a +7 it does hit. So roll for damage or roll the d6 first?
Roll for damage.
That's only 3.
And with that, fire engulfs this man from behind. It singes his back, singes his clothes, burns up into his hair, and immediately he screams. Death throw from
The
Tarkov.
squad built us to scream.
Death throw from Tarkov, man. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. And this man is just a burning corpse on the ground now, from the head only. Now, Iva, I need a 1d6 from you.
That's a 1.
With a 1. You start to feel that feeling, the same thing that you felt yesterday. That feeling inside of you that just, it's that nagging sensation, not so much depression, but that something is off. Something inside of you is not quite right. Okay? This is not the same way that you have cast these spells before. And regardless of whatever it is, it's left its impression on you. You know that it's there. It's not stopping you from doing anything, but you're aware of it.
Why did you roll a d6?
That's for him to know and to find out.
Okay.
And if he wishes to share with the group, then we will make it more public.
She just flexes her hand and kind of looks at it in wonder.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we are back to the top of the group of the situation. Douglin,
Yes.
if you wish to stand up, it will take an entire turn.
I just close my eyes and go to sleep. No, I definitely stand up, yeah.
All right. Do you just stand up? Do you make a big show of it? What happens?
I do like, when
Brush it up like nothing ever happened?
What?
You make this
brush it up
wave
like
and
nothing ever
land on
happened?
your.
Sorry.
You stand up and you stand up and you just pat yourself off and you kind of look around, make sure nobody
No,
saw.
I'm laying on my back and I do this like arcing my back and like jumping onto my feet, you know that move?
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
Springboarding onto your feet.
Wave.
Yes. Okay. All right. Whoa! Oh my gosh! That man's so flexible. Did you see that? He's got muscles in his back. Saga, your turn.
I move over here, and my character like crouches down and tries to uppercut this guy.
All right. I need you to make me.
Kinhang.
roll. I need you to make me a strength roll.
D20 modifier is nothing.
Noise.
That definitely lands. Make me a 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
That's
Which I think
just
is
a
also nothing.
1d4.
All right.
Okay.
So
Wow.
when you move from one space to the other, you're crouched down for a moment. You kind of look up squarely. You see Thuglin as he stands up. You see the other man's chin. Your eyes lock in like an eagle. And BAM! Right to his chin. He kind of snaps his head back for a moment. And then it's his turn. You hit me! You hit me real good! And then suddenly he's mesmerized by Thuglin's muscles once more. And he swings.
Wait.
He's still
But
incapacitated
he's
from
still
Tasha's.
incapacitated from-
He's still laughing. I'm sorry. I forgot. I was so busy with Josh's stuff. You smack him square on the chin. We make a small retcon. Sorry. Oh, let me turn it. Let me turn it. Ah! Ah! He hit me. All right. And Beliana, your turn.
Well, I.
Because I'm just gonna say he fails the roll. I'm
I
more worried
draw
about
my-
you guys getting comfortable with this.
I draw my crossbow again, or no, I still have it in my hand, and
Oh
so
no, I'm dying.
I stand there and I'll attack this guy again with my crossbow.
All right.
So
Now he is incapacitated, so we roll with advantage. So 1d20, we roll I mean, that hits anyway, so it doesn't matter. We don't even need the advantage.
Yeah.
And
But-
then roll me your crossbow damage.
Well, couldn't she roll a 20 and then that would be a crit or something?
That's what we're going to, yeah.
So-
This is a guaranteed to hit thing anyway. We're
So
just
I
getting
roll
used to rolling.
1d8. Oh, what?
Yes, we're rolling 1d8, and I'm just gonna double it because it's a crit anyway, and you've already connected.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
All right, well,
2 damage.
You hit him for 2.
Wow.
All right, so
Just like me, you're just
Hey,
like me.
Alter. Well,
My
that's-
character runs around acrobatically, not damaging anyone.
Mm, yeah.
So this man, he is actually struck square in his eye socket. Ha! Ah, I lost my eye. Ah! Iva, it is your turn.
Oh god, this guy's still alive.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Feel kind of sorry for him.
You're our.
This is
You're
beating
our,
a punching bag at this point.
you're
Mhm.
our secret weapon. Not so secret, but our weapon.
How does he look in terms of his physical health, let's say?
This man is only being kept alive through sheer adrenaline right now.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He looks on the verge of collapse. Even his laughter is just hollow at this point.
Laughing is keeping him alive. It's too funny.
I move in a position where I have a clear shot at him, not hitting our dwarvish friend. And then I make, while I slowly walk there, I speak like a quiet prayer for him. That the light may take his soul, and in her hand she has these sparks again, and just kind of throws them at him.
You don't even need
fire.
to roll. It hits.
All right.
You don't even need to roll. It hits. And any damage that you do kills him. He had 1 HP left.
All right.
And with that,
Puts him
the
out of his
lifeless
misery.
body smolders to a corpse on the floor. Eva's white robes
Oi.
billowing out behind her. Oi!
I'd had 1 point more, I would have killed him.
Yes, 100%.
True.
Oh my god! She killed him too! She's like a fiery angel! And all 3 men are now completely defeated. Dead, lifeless corpses. The ground at your feet. Indeed. So, all of these men are defeated. They're all lifeless corpses. The men behind you are all shocked. They're looking on, kind of speechless that men that they once called friends are now dead and that you've killed them. But, I mean, they don't look like they're going to attack because they're all very happy that they've been paid and they get to live and they're happy. What happened?
But I mean, there are more, aren't they? I mean, and these were probably friends of them, because George said that this is his family, or their family.
No. The 2 men back in the back, not the 2 that were making out, but the other 2 were
Okay.
brothers. These are all just guys that came together by circumstance. Not that any of that is actually known. You could say their family if you wanted to say, but
Mhm.
they're all just working together.
Iva walks up to George. I'm really sorry, but they kind of left us no choice. I hope you and your men
And have left us no choice.
can still go out and live and start your new life.
It's all right. Jerry was a bit of a hothead anyway. I mean, don't mind that he actually has a hot head. I mean, I shouldn't be disrespecting the dead.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I go.
Go ahead.
I go over there and tell them they chose their path like you chose yours, and yours will be a lot brighter. Not in the sense of fire, but in the sense of light.
Yeah. Please
Oh,
don't
then-
fire me.
Then my character also walks over there and says, "So where can we find Parthel?" You just start this whole thing over.
Parthel? I don't know if you need to be telling him about Parthel, man. Parthel's a different breed. Different. It seems like you'll have to make some kind of check if you're gonna actually get him to tell you anything.
Well,
Best come clean now, friend. To start a new life, one must cleanse themselves from the past darkness, which means you would be wise helping us.
While she says that, I thump my
Hand on his shoulder.
thump my war axe into my hand, like, you know, like.
Hey, I saw you fall to the ground. You ain't so graceful, not like him, alright? Don't hit me. He seems to rethink exactly what he's saying the moment that he says it. And he kind of looks back down at Iva. He's... Listen, it was supposed to be for your own good, miss. I mean, you gave us all a new start, and maybe we can go back to town and Barathor won't kill us, and... Well, listen, I'll tell you where he is. He ain't that far away. It's just... Parthel, when he tells us to do stuff, we just kind of do it. I mean, he takes care of us. I don't really want to betray him, but he's off that way. And then, almost on cue, he appears.
Oh no. Can you make him a little bit bigger?
Yeah, he looks
just a
like
little bit?
Yes,
fucking
yes.
Hogger.
Parthel appears.
Okay.
I have
Not
to
this
pee.
big.
No, I just want you to see what he looks like.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Parthel appears.
Okay.
I have to pee.
Okay,
Billiana.
Don't
We'll
worry,
take a
it's
bio
make
break
or
then.
break.
small
Mm.
bio break. This is a good time as
Okay.
Parthel appears to go pee.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can we
Let the
use
weakness
this?
leave your body.
Are you also going to take a bio break, Heavens?
I won't if I'm needed. Go ahead.
Okay.
What do you need?
I just wanted to ask you, how do I know, like from this combat, how do I know how much damage my weapon is doing? Is it like, I think I missed that somewhere.
So you didn't connect. So
No,
you don't
no.
actually like
no,
you.
I connected, but I didn't use my weapon. I just wanted to
Correct.
know in general. And I wanted to know in general, like.
Your weapon on that same page will tell you how much damage that it did when you bought it. The buying page.
Oh,
tells you how much
all
damage
right, all right,
that
all right.
it does.
I need to write that down somewhere. And then I wanted to ask you in general, how do people recover HP in this game? Like,
HP
obviously,
is only recovered through restorative magics, restorative potions, or
resting? Okay. All right. Okay.
Also, if you go to 0, your character will not die. All right, I will not let your character die, even if you go to 0. It's more a like an unconscious thing. And then after you're unconscious, someone can stabilize you because you will have 3 turns not to be stabilized, and then you will die. Or you can be restored back to positive HP, and you just stand right back up.
Cool. Combat is really going really bad for me.
And
I
you
think it would
didn't
have
use
gone better.
you didn't use your weapon.
Yeah. I think it would have gone better if you had actually done
Yes,
the
because-
weapon thing.
Because of the I call her the betrayer of light now.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Welcome back.
she said the phrase that she would say when we were fine to like take them out, and they chose to stand in our way. So
Randomly killed him.
I randomly killed him. No, he was about to like change the minds
these
of
are-
probably more of people, and like I don't know.
He got ahead of the situation is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
We can discuss moralities afterwards because those are the conversations I wish to have with everybody after we're done.
Yeah.
Okay? Now is the time for making those actions. And speaking of making actions, sorry, I'm going to clear the bodies away. Parthel has appeared.
Is everyone back?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sabrina has
Okay.
returned.
Okay.
And I don't think Josh ever left.
Yes. Or
Okay.
no.
Yes, no, I never left. Parthel appears standing behind the bodies still on the road coming back to town. Swear to God, I leave to go take a piss for 1 minute, and all this shit has happened. Why are Billy
Jesus
Joe
took a
and Johnny
piss
dead?
out.
Make him actually 2 by 2. Can you do that? Like,
Yeah, I can.
so that
Yeah,
makes more sense.
that's way
What's
better.
monster?
Okay. Leave to take a piss for 1 minute, and all this happens. Parthel, and everybody gets real quiet. Iva, you instinctively know this man to be Parthel from your visions.
I've seen your visage in one of my dreams.
My what? My viz what? You can tell he just doesn't know what that word means.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to her.
Okay. Listen, I don't need your fancy words. What are the four of you doing in my camp?
Can I get like an estimate on his stature, on how would I phrase this?
How big is he?
Yeah,
Make me an
not
investigation check.
necessarily.
How big is he?
How big is he? But how strong is he?
How
Like
big is he?
Make an investigation check.
He's thick AF.
Investigation is +1.
And how well armed he is.
Upon your investigation check, one moment. Now I get to pull up my custom boss's notepad. So excited. Upon looking at Parthel, you see that this man is no ordinary thug. All right?
Okay.
Your 14 has revealed to you that you see a man that is seasoned, okay? Nothing that he is about to do or have done has been his first rodeo. He's been a natural at everything that he's done, okay?
Okay.
He carries with him a longsword and a dagger. The dagger, which is already unsheathed, the longsword at his back.
Mm-hmm.
He does not appear to be stronger than you, but it's not like he's exceptionally weaker either. He has the same build, so you could assume that he was just as dexterous as Saga.
Okay. Can I without him noticing mention to the others of my group that I want him alive?
Oh.
Why don't you say it, and then we'll see. So
Yeah,
what I would
just
say
yell
when
it.
you do that is you would say, I say quietly, I want him alive.
Okay.
And then if you just say that, then, sure. I mean,
Okay.
he's 10 meters away, man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well then I say quietly, I want him alive.
Okay.
You've got one chance and one chance only. Drop your weapons. Come with us. Their life, and I
Drop
kind
my
of
weapons.
sign back to the group. Their life of banditry is over, and your extortion of the
crew.
town is over as well.
Listen, I'm not dropping my weapons. My life of banditry, as you call it, is how I've made my way for a long time.
Yes,
Nothing about this is over for me.
You've spread a lot of darkness over these lands. It stops today.
Spreading darkness. Listen, miss, I don't know what you mean by that. And he kind of looks down and sees the other guy's head is like smoldering. Like, I don't know what you mean by spreading darkness. But this here be my job, just like anybody else's job be their job. Be like setting my man's head on fire be your job. Some kind of wizardy thing you do, all right? I don't do all that. These are the only things I need. And he kind of shows his dagger and he pats his sword. I got bills to pay. I got contracts to fulfill. It ain't no group of 4 people gonna stop me.
As
Well,
he
but I don't
says,
think you have
Parthel's getting
men
serious. Parthel's getting
anymore.
serious. Parthel's getting serious.
he has contracts to fulfill.
Mhm.
I say, and so do I, and move over here. One step into his direction.
You sure you be wanting to do that, mate?
Oh,
He kinda
I am
pulls his sword
sure.
out. All right. With that, I suppose we
Let's do
will
it.
start our combat. Everyone,
Let's
roll me
do
initiative
it.
one more time.
Oh, 8. Fuck.
This also gets your dexterity modifiers.
Yes, which I don't have.
For everyone,
Mhm.
so +1.
Okay.
Plus 0. Well, yeah,
Dex.
0.
All right. And now I shall roll Parthel's. Everyone, this is your first boss fight. Parthel has rolled a 6, so no
That's
matter
good.
what, he will move last. So, once again, who would like to show me other than Josh, because Josh knows? Everyone, your initiatives. I will leave it to you. who goes first? Tell me.
Let's say
In spite of our initiatives, or
No. Well, so I guess what I should say, because we don't actually have Saga's initiative check up there, that he actually can see everything. His is with a 2. So we have Beliana with 14.
Yeah.
We have Thuglin with 13. We have Saga with 13. We have Iva with 8. And we have Parthel with 6. So, someone tell me the turn order.
Oh, I see. So Beliana first?
Ogre and I choose, and then Yosh.
Okay, very good. So we all understand how initiative works,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Okay, all right. Sorry, this is just, we're tutorialing.
You
Alright.
just wanted to check if we understood. That's okay.
Yes.
I did not
Yes.
understand that you
Yeah, me
were
neither.
asking that question, basically.
Sorry. This is the second time we're doing it, so hopefully through
Yeah.
repetition we understand more.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being first, Sabrina, you and I now have things to talk about. As this
Do
is a
we?
boss fight, and everyone
Yeah.
listen in, please. Boss fights are different from normal combats. This is a custom boss that I have made. As a custom boss that I have made, he may or may not be fair. This is the tutorial, I remind you. Now, speaking in terms of fairness, all bosses in my campaign, as it is homebrewed, have custom traits about them. And all characters have what are called martial checks. All player characters will have a martial check. It is free. You can do it at the start of your turn. It costs you nothing. All it is a 1d20, and based off of your 1d20 that you roll on this martial check, it will reveal to you the special traits of a boss.
Okay.
You have to tell me you want to make one. If you forget when the tutorial is over, I will forfeit your martial check.
Okay.
For the purpose of the
do it.
tutorial,
First?
for the purpose of the tutorial, I will always remind you that you can make a martial check.
Is it Marshall like the with T with a T?
Yes,
Martial,
the martial with a
yeah.
T. Yes.
Okay.
So, Beliana, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'll do the martial check first.
All right.
Which I already rolled on.
Now, the martial check of 12, the very first one that we do, since you have rolled above a 10, I will let you know Parthel has 4 special abilities. And that is what our first martial check will tell us, that he has 4 special abilities. Okay?
Okay. Well,
Now, what would you like to do with your turn?
I'll stay where I am, and while I'm telling him, well, seems you don't have any men anymore, so
I
it's
don't
just
need men.
you and us.
It is.
And while I'm saying that, I still have my crossbow in my hand, and I'm aiming on him, and trying to hit him.
All right, make me a 1d20. A 20 does not succeed. Beliana pulls her crossbow back, or I suppose it's already knocked, and she fires. Parthel kind of, he ducks down for just a moment. Could have got me there for a second. Bet you thought you had me. He focuses his attention back on Thugland. All right, the next person is. That's a question.
Should be you. It should be you.
Should be me? Okay. Well, then
Yes,
I
yes,
do a
yes.
martial check.
All right, I need a 1d20. A
Yikes.
5. Unfortunately, a 5 is not high enough to figure out any of the 4 traits that we know he has.
Okay.
Aglin learns the sky is blue.
But can I intervene and give him a message? Is that possible?
Yes, it's a
Because
tutorial.
I know
Yes, it's a
that
tutorial. Go for it.
So,
What message would you want to give?
Well, I want to give him the message that I know that he has 4 abilities. I mean,
That's
I don't
okay.
know.
So I'm sorry. I should say this is meta. This is meta knowledge. This is knowledge that only players
okay,
know,
okay,
not characters
okay.
know, and all of you can talk about what you want to do with the knowledge that you
Okay.
gain. John also knows right now as a person that he has 4 abilities, but as he has rolled a 5, none of you know what those abilities are yet.
Yeah. Okay, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So Thuglin, what shall we do?
I have a question about my ability, the rage. Does this?
I was wondering when we'd get to this.
How long will it last? Only for one turn?
No, I will say this is the tutorial, so it should also tell you. It lasts like rounds times level or something like that, like however many something per level. It tells you in the actual handbook. I can look it up in a minute, but
Yeah, I haven't opened
this-
the handbook though.
for this purpose, we're going to say that it lasts the entire combat, so you can understand what it's like to rage.
Okay. Well, then I do activate my rage. I
Alright.
enter rage.
Enter my rage. All right.
And since that is
That's
a
for
bonus...
1 minute.
What?
That's for 1 minute.
Yeah, there we go. 1 minute of combat. Thank you.
Okay.
What's that? What does it mean? I mean,
10 rounds.
Yes.
10 rounds. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, yes.
Interesting.
I don't think combat's going to last that long. That's why I just say it's
Nope.
going to last all combat. So you enter your rage.
Yeah, I enter
Is
my
your bonus
rage.
action?
It's as a bonus action, exactly. Well, what is... can you increase his size for a second?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that doesn't really... Well, okay. You can make him smaller again. That's what
Okay,
she
okay.
said. Well, I move towards him and I strike at him.
All right. You move forward and you strike. You swing your war pick, and it does what? Tell me.
Well, I do... since the strike is a strength check, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then
I mean, you're rolling against his armor class, but yes.
Yeah, but I do have advantage on strength checks due to my rage. Does that count to that?
I mean, this specifically is an attack, and you only get strength modifiers to it. So no. It would be like earlier when you were doing that intimidation, or when you were trying to like push that guy.
Okay.
That's when you have advantage.
Ah.
You do not have an advantage on attack just because
Okay,
you're raging.
okay,
You
okay,
have
okay,
bonus
okay,
to
okay, I
damage
get it,
because
I
you're
get it.
raging. Okay.
So then I just roll this shit,
Oops, oops, oops.
which definitely, I'm guessing, does not hit him.
No. So you roll into a rage, and it's been a while since you were actually this angry at somebody talking back to you. And as you swing, he just moves the other way. Bunch of amateurs we got in this group. turn
And
is it next?
this concludes my turn, I guess.
Okay.
Saga's turn.
It's my turn.
Mhm.
I want to stay like far away from him because I'm already almost dead.
Mhm.
So I want to move over here.
Okay.
And throw another throwing knife.
All right. As you move, sorry.
Yes.
As you throw your throwing knife, we'll go with that. As you throw your throwing knife, I need you to make me a 1d20.
Fucking hell. Oh, ich hab den Marshall-Check vergessen.
Yes. So Josh knew, and he was trying to be very nice, and I knew, and I was going to like nudge you towards it. Okay.
No, we'll leave it out.
Yeah. Okay.
My character
Now-
is very hurt, so he's not really...
How much
Nah, I
HP
mean,
do you
it's
have
fine.
left?
Martial check 3.
Olga has
Wait,
3
how
HP
How
left?
low are your HP?
Yeah, 3.
3.
The fuck?
Now
Okay.
the throwing dagger kind of it whizzes past him. He just, I can't even believe you guys are aiming at me at this point.
My character's an idiot.
Wow.
Now,
if it goes
martial
on like
check-
that, we don't don't stand a
A
chance.
martial
maybe
check
we're
is
all
something that is
idiots.
not determined by your character stage.
I
Again-
understand,
Okay.
but I wanted to make a joke, so...
Okay, I gotcha.
I'm not gonna do the martial check because it's better for me to learn it if I get punished for not doing it.
Okay. Well, in that case, well, don't worry about that. You can get punished later. This is the tutorial. Make your damn martial check. Roll a 1d20.
Yeah, I did.
All right. With an 11, you identify one of his 4 traits. So, you can either pick. You could say, I want to do the first one, second one, third one, or fourth one, or you can roll a 1d4. It doesn't matter.
1d4?
2. So, you will uncover the Vendetta trait, which I will now post Vendetta is a passive ability that Parthol has. It says that Parthol makes a note of whom is being the most annoying character towards him and will attempt to harry that target's actions towards him. Once
What
per
means
3
harry?
rounds. Harrying. So giving them, well, I'm telling you what it's about to do now. Once per round, debuffing that target with disadvantage.
Once per 3
That
rounds.
is something that he can do. Once
Yeah,
per 3
once per
rounds.
3 rounds.
All right. Iva?
Just as a reminder, you can use all your special little abilities now, since this is a boss fight. We should go all out. Just saying.
Sorry, what is it with the healer's kit? How can I use that in combat, or is it just out
No.
of
A
combat?
healer's kit is to stabilize someone else that has been knocked down, is what I'm going to say.
Saga, how much damage did you take? 4?
Yes, I only have 7 HP because my character is quick, and per the
What the
rules,
Oh
per the rules, the zeros level. You level up from 0 to 1, and we are all level 1, and then I get 1 less max HP gained from that level up. So since I'm level 1, I only have 7 HP.
Never heard of that. Interesting. All right. So she will. I mean, you guys are playing good.
Thugman has
He
also
will-
taken 2 points of damage. I will also remind that.
Yeah,
Yes.
but he's a barbarian, so I'm not
Yes.
not really worried about him for now.
Yes, yes.
Iva will put her hands together and whisper something into the palms of her hands. And as she opens them, you see a light emanating. And 3 fireflies made out of light fly towards you guys. And she will cast Bless. As the fireflies touch you, all your attacks and saving throws get an additional d4 added to it for a minute.
My pizza is set. I need to open the door.
That's really important for our group, I feel like.
And then she will probably move back a safe distance as far as she can.
Okay. So what?
Back
Maybe
from.
here?
Oh, yeah, I mean, as far as she can. I don't know. I have 25 feet of movement.
Yes, you
So
do.
she would use her whole movement to get to make some distance between her and Parthol. Just
Okay.
keep the bless spell up and trying to guide her group.
We will say here.
Right.
What is it? 1. Yeah, 100%. That's fine. Gives you a free line of sight. You can still see what you're doing. Your vision is fine in the darkness. It's perfectly okay.
All right. So everyone, remember you have a d4 on all your attacks if you do it.
Yes, on your attacks and on your damage.
on the damage as well.
No,
Holy
not on the
shit.
damage. On the saving throws and attacks.
Saving throws.
And-
Sorry.
Yes.
Saving throws. Sorry.
Damage would be kind of insane.
Yeah.
I'm back,
Yeah.
sorry.
Welcome back. Hope you have a good pizza.
And yeah, hope you have a good pizza. And of course, I'm going to do my martial check,
Okay.
which
As we unlock more things, I will also post them in Discord. So we have to go back and forth to Discord because putting them all in the chat is going to get lost.
yeah.
Okay. So a martial check, please. A 1d20.
15.
15. Now,
Hmm.
I will also
Iva
say.
Iva's killer today.
Yeah, no kidding. I will also say that will let you determine one of the 4. All right. So we have the first, the third, and the fourth abilities that
I
are
want the 4th.
the fourth ability. All right. The fourth ability is this. God damn it.
Sounds dangerous.
I accidentally closed it by accident.
Yeah.
The fourth ability is this. Deletes the entire page. World ending. Okay. The fourth ability is this. Cowardly. It is also a passive. This character values their life above anything else. This character will always attempt to run away if they feel that the encounter is not going their way.
Okay.
For us. All right.
All right.
And then I end my turn. Yu-Gi-Oh style.
All right. Now, it's time for the boss. Well, I don't know what you got coming from your hands, but this one here, he's in my way. And with that, Partha will use Vendetta. And he uses it on Thuglin. giving Thuglin disadvantage on all actions made against him in the next round. And that is the end of his turn.
One question.
Yes.
If we were to use an ability that we haven't uncovered yet through martial thingy,
Then I would have him use it, but you would not know what it was. I
Okay.
would use it in a different way.
Okay. Well, Beliana's turn, right?
Yes, Beliana's turn.
Yeah, I'll wait until Ivar's back. Josh
Okay.
is back.
So what would happen if, as an example, okay? I have called it a passive action, but I also want this to be learned and want you guys to get used to martial checks. So I'm kind of tuning the fight down for tutorial needs. It'll ramp up in the next turns. Don't worry about that one. But this is just getting people used to what's going on. So for example, if a boss used an ability, I would just describe what the boss is doing, and then I would have its effects happen to you. So I would say, Parthel kind of looks at, if you hadn't uncovered Vendetta, I'd say Parthel looks at the Thuglin, you know, he says, I'm not sure if you guys are aiming at me, but I'm about to be a real big problem. And then he just, claps his weapons together or something in front of you. And then I would say, Thuglin receives disadvantage on his attacks next round.
Okay.
Well, but
And
I
you'd be
mean,
like, what? And then you'd be like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's an ability, yada yada.
Uh-huh.
but if we continue rolling that bad, then it really doesn't look very good for us.
Correct. Correct. It doesn't matter.
What did I miss?
I was
No,
just explaining what would happen
I mean,
if.
Not
Uh,
doesn't matter, but it doesn't look very good for us to win
True.
this fight. I
True.
mean,
I was just explaining what would happen if a boss used an ability that was not
Yeah.
discovered.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Okay,
All right.
that's all it was.
Well, okay. Actually, I'm thinking about using
Eliana.
Pasha's hideous laughter again to cut him out a little, or to I don't know, make him incapacitated. Is that the right word?
That is the word. That is the
Okay.
word. That is the word. all right.
But I don't know if it's good or if I should keep it. But actually, I could. Doesn't that the fuck?
Sorry,
Isn't
that's
that?
Celia.
Okay. What the
Ah,
Okay. But
my child
doesn't
sitting on
that...
my lap.
Wait. Tasha's... Sorry. But there is... no. Okay. Yeah. No, I will use it now, I guess.
All right.
Because,
Partha
I
will make
don't
a
know.
saving throw,
Fuck.
and he
Oh,
succeeds.
fuck.
Tasha's hideous laughter is
Wow.
gone. You should make note that you no longer have any more level 1 spells. You only had 2. You've used both. Tasha's hideous laughter is now gone. You will
Oh.
get them back after a long rest.
Okay.
So,
Fuck.
you lift your hands, you cast the same spell. Oh, she's doing it. She's making him laugh again. She's going to make him laugh. She's going to make him laugh. Parthel just kind of, make me laugh? And he just kind of looks back at Thuglin.
No fun at all.
Whose turn next?
mine.
Okay.
It's me.
No, it's Stuglin.
Sorry?
Oh, it's stuck.
Yeah, that's.
Sorry.
Can we swap back and forth due to the initiative, or if we
No, you
choose the
cannot.
first
I would
time?
have stopped him.
Okay.
No, you cannot. I would have stopped him.
All right. So it's my turn.
Yes.
Oh fuck! I forgot martial check again.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
doing
okay.
a martial
It's okay.
check.
Fuck. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm
Don't
doing
worry.
a
Don't worry.
martial check right now.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Go for it. Okay. With that, there are
Nice.
2 abilities left. You can choose to identify the second or the first.
Wait, we have the second already.
Excuse me, the first or the third.
The first.
The first is this. Marked for death. It is also a passive. Parthel's main target
Oh,
takes an
God.
additional 2 damage from his
Jesus
attack.
Christ.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
How are we supposed to win this
a
fight?
boss. We have to work together.
This has not been used yet, right?
No, because he hasn't actually
Unknowingly.
attacked.
Okay.
But we don't have that many abilities yet. So
Also correct.
Okay.
Thuglin, what happens with the rest of your turn?
We have enough.
With the power
You
of
have
friendship. All right. Let me think. His armor is like also leathery clothy.
Yes.
Yeah. So that doesn't do shit. Okay. Yeah, well, what else can I do except for swinging at him once more?
All right.
I guess. I swing at him.
With disadvantage.
Oh, with
Opening the
With
door.
an additional d4.
With an additional d4, but also with disadvantage, yes. So you would roll 1d20, and then we'll add a 1d4 to it, which I think you can do in parentheses if you wanted to do that.
well,
Likewise, you could also just do the 1d20 plus
First
the
of
strength
all,
modifier.
I'm rolling my d20 plus strength, right?
Yes, correct.
And proficiency.
And proficiency, yes.
So plus 5. Right?
Yep.
Wait a second. Why is it proficiency, Josh? This isn't. Oh, because of the rage. Because of the rage. Because of the rage.
No.
No?
He is proficient with all martial weapons, which his war pick is. So he gets his strength and his proficiency bonus on the attack roll.
Wow, that's a lot. All right, go for it. Do it big.
Okay, I roll it once.
No pressure. Be
Okay.
big.
And then you roll it again.
That's
Oh, well, you add a 1d4 to that.
disadvantage.
And the one
Fuck.
and the d4, I can do this through this, right? Yeah, that's the d4.
Okay, so 11.
11.
That will not make it.
And yeah, okay. So this is already the lower roll. It doesn't really matter if I roll again, I guess.
Right. Your first one would have had to succeed, and then you would roll again.
Yeah.
And neither one of them did.
Unless
So-
our GM wants to be mean and see if you roll a natural one.
No. I won't be that mean. This is, again, tutorial.
Alright.
Nothing crazy is going to happen.
Okay. Well,
Now he just starts laughing. What is it? At least I can see why you wanted to talk.
I become actively angry. More angry.
Oh,
Even
oh
angrier.
shit. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Alright.
Sorry.
It is your turn now.
Saga, go for it. We have one more ability.
Martial check.
Alright. Roll it for me. 13. With that, you uncover the final ability that Parthel has.
Which is.
It is called Power Strike.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
damn.
When Parthel's HP is critical, between 1 and 10, Parthel will execute a powerful strike, meaning that he will deal double damage on his next attack. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged, but in the event that a player's armor class is higher than the attack roll, it will only do half of the damage, so normal damage.
Okay.
All right.
Now, I
Go
will take
for it,
all of these that
rogue.
we've done, and I will post his special stuff into the Discord. That way we can look at it any time without it going away.
Sneak
I
attack
have a
ass.
question. Short question. in
Short
between.
question.
Yeah, ask your question.
My bardic inspiration. If I use that, does it encourage every one of us of the group?
Yes, it does.
But does it make really any difference in factual difference?
Yeah, we can add that on top of the bless.
Okay.
Read the ability.
Yeah, I read it.
It
but
literally
it
says
said-
so. It says what it does.
But it is only
Yeah.
useful for one person,
Yes.
Okay.
Not for the group.
not for the
okay.
group. One person.
Yeah.
So if you
Okay.
wanted to
But-
super buff
but it-
Saga, if
but
you wanted
it
to
is-
super buff Aoife, or if you wanted to super buff
Yeah.
you, or super buff anyone, you can do it. You can use your bardic inspiration on someone not in the party if you wanted to. If you wanted to buff Parthel, you could.
No.
Yeah, no, but it's a spell, right? It's not a
It is a
cantrip
bonus
or
action for you.
bonus action. Oh, so okay. Uh-huh.
You can do this and you can attack.
Okay.
Or you can do this and you can move.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, still my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes, still Saga's turn.
Since I now know that he does not whirlwind, I will move. Can I attack diagonally?
Yes.
Can I move here?
Yes.
I want to
you
move here and try to sneak attack with my broadsword. By the way, short sword. Sorry.
can. Where's here? I'm sorry. Show me one more time.
broadsword. Wait.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we have done a special thing to a boss. We have flanked a boss.
Yes.
So, flanking a boss is very good for you. I will give you a roll.
That's why I can. That's the only reason I can sneak attack him. I think.
Yes, I will give you a roll. Please roll for me. I'm sure that it's going to be fine.
Normal d20.
A normal d20. Add d4, please.
Why are our rolls so low?
It's only mine that are fucked up.
No, it's you
No.
both.
I
That
missed
could be
twice.
enough. You have your dex and your proficiency to add on top
Yes,
of
you need
that.
to add your dex and your proficiency.
My dex is +2. The modifier. What is proficiency? For
Uh,
the sword.
You are proficient with your weapon, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is a finesse weapon. So
Yes. So you add your dex modifier, and then your proficiency is, because your proficiency, you would get +2.
I get +4. That is. No, I get
14.
+6.
Yes. So we're at
14.
14. And a 14 hits. Now I need your damage.
Damage is. I don't know it for the sword. I haven't
That
looked it
weapon,
up.
you had
Sorry.
a short sword, right? You had a 1d6.
Yes.
So I need 1d6, and then your other. Ooh,
Nice, let's go.
okay. I need a 1d6, and then I also need your. You are a rogue. One moment. Calculating. I think it's a 1d3, but it's either 1d3 or another
That's
1d6.
extra 1d6.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
I need that one too.
And your dex.
With your dex. Yes.
With the dex.
Yes.
You
Because you
wanna
get every
use-
time you get to add your dex to your damage, just because it's a finesse weapon.
Alright.
All right. So you have 8, because we're adding our dex to the weapon. Oh no, not
Oh, I
the
did.
not the weapon, not the weapon, right, Josh? Not the weapon. Not the 6 damage doesn't get the +2.
Yes, that's all his one attack. He did it
Okay.
completely correct.
All right.
Yay!
Okay. No, I meant for the first one where he rolled the actual 6, because this is 10. It's not 12.
Yeah,
Right?
I didn't add dex
It's
for
not
the
12,
first.
or is it 12?
It's 10.
It's 10. Okay.
Mhm.
So, 10
That's
damage.
good.
Strikes Parthel. It is
Big,
good.
big
Sorry.
damage.
We're tutorialing DM at the same time, apparently. And you strike him in his back left shoulder. Ah, motherfucker. Alright, but he still has to keep his eyes locked on Douglin. With that, our last turn order. Iva.
That's Iva. Do the martial checks do anything beyond the abilities? No?
No. Now you have uncovered everything there is to know.
Very good. She would probably shout out to Beliana. If you have anything to help me, do it next round. And then she will just shoot.
Next round. In character, next round, please.
We realized that we're in a video game.
She would probably say that without the next round. Just help me improve my aim. And until that, she will just shoot a firebolt at him, another sparkling mode of light with a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay. That's a nice hit.
And
Roll me a
20
damage.
Dirty 20.
damage. Oh, that's a 1.
All right.
Dirty 20 means that you didn't roll a 20 on your d20, which would make it a critical, but you get to a total of 20
Correct.
with your modifier.
The firebolt whizzes out and smacks Saga's short sword as it plunges into Parthel's left shoulder. And now we are at Parthel's turn. Parthel makes an attack squarely at Douglin. He has rolled a 13. And as he swings both of his weapons, both of them go wide. He almost does a complete circle as he swings, as he misses. And we're back to the start of the turn order.
Douglin laughs.
Okay.
Beliana.
You're an idiot yourself.
Well, first
be
of
contagious.
all, I'll use Bardic Inspiration on... Yeah, since Iva asked me, on Iva.
Okay, okay.
You see her lift her hands above her head.
And yeah, I'll... Yeah, for that Okay. first I put my crossbow back. I put my hands in the air and whisper
Wave them like you don't care.
some chants
Sorry.
and direct them to Iva.
Mhm.
Then I take my crossbow again and do another attempt of hitting him hard.
All right. Roll. My
But by the way, is the short sword makes the short sword more sense or the crossbow in damage? Actually, the crossbow, right?
The crossbow.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I use the crossbow.
All right.
It's a D8.
Oh, let's go.
You can add
You can
your
roll a
dexterity
1d4.
bonus, your proficiency, and 1d4.
That's a hit. Without anything else, that's a hit. Her dexterity bonus is 0.
Ah,
All right.
Cool.
So
So
with that
now
is a hit. Now we roll damage. And the damage next to your crossbow on your sheet says 1d8. And that is 2. And with that, you skim the same shoulder that's been hit. Ha! Straight across his left shoulder. And he takes 2 points of damage. And we move along to our next one.
All right. Can I find out anything about his health situation? Like not
can.
his specific health
You can.
number, but like yeah.
That is also a martial check if you prefer it, yes.
So the martial check actually does have something. Okay.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, that's one of those things where like, Iva made a check earlier. All right, you know, she made a check earlier with a guy that was burning, and I was like, he doesn't look like he's very alive at all.
Okay.
So yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that will be a martial check for all intents and purposes on a boss to figure out what his HP looks like. You see that he's very healthy.
Very healthy. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I actually want to move him. Move. Can I move up here without him? Like
Yes.
yeah. Then I want to move up here and by moving take some momentum and swing at him with my hammer again. Or actually,
but sorry,
wait.
doesn't the boss get a momentum when you move in front of him?
Only if he moves out of his zone of control.
Only if I move out. You see this
Okay, yeah.
area around him. If I would move out of that.
Yeah, okay.
So, but I want to take a swing at his legs in hoping that he might have to. I mean that he might get down or something. You know.
Okay.
Fall down.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
I'm no longer disadvantaged, right? His ability
Correct.
only was there for one turn. Okay. So an attack roll
You have
would
a lot
be
of stuff to take advantage, yes. Or to take into account, yes. Go for it.
okay, and an attack roll would be a d20 plus my strength
Plus your proficiency, which
plus
is 5.
proficiency. So overall
Which is 5.
5. And I
Yep,
get a
and then
d4
you-
still.
And you add a d4.
So this is this. It's a d4. I have to roll manually. Boop. 2. It's 15.
less clutch again.
Very nice. Bless is very clutch. Ah, you figured out his armor class, have you?
14, I assume.
14, yeah.
Ah, yes. All right. So with that, it is a hit.
All
Douglin swings as hard as he can using the momentum from his movement, but Parthol is also a seasoned warrior. He moves with the blow and does a small spin. It does not knock him anywhere,
Okay.
but I do
But-
need some damage.
Damage. Yes. 1 10 5.
Plus strength,
Plus strength.
plus your rage, plus your rage.
Oh yeah, it's
Your
a
rage
rage hit.
damage.
Wait. Advantage on strength checks and throws gain plus 2 damage.
Okay.
So,
So 5 plus 5.
wait, why 5 plus 5?
Is it not?
No,
what,
no,
what
gain,
is it?
gain plus 2 damage. Just
Yeah,
gain
plus 2 damage. So 5 plus 3 from strength.
Yes.
Oh,
Plus 2 damage.
Okay, so it's 10.
5 plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 10 more damage.
Damn.
Boom!
Big hit.
And you hit him in his thigh. And he kind of holds onto his leg for a moment and brings his weapons back up to bear. Saga.
All right. I'm not sure how Are using tools like a special action, a bonus action, or is that like?
What do you want to do? Tell me.
So I wanna put my caltrops on these 2 squares.
I'll call that a
So you
bonus
can't
action.
run
Or
away.
a free
Very
action.
good.
Fine.
That's very
That's
good.
fine.
Okay, I put them on these 2 squares then.
All right, you throw them out. No
Yeah,
problem.
and then I go for another sneak attack.
Such a rogue move.
All right, swing again.
We go d20.
Yep.
Then
Plus your
d4,
dex.
right?
Plus your dex.
Oh, that's 13, and then the d4.
Doesn't matter. You hit no matter what because it can only be a
Will
one.
hit.
All right. So I hit. Bless
Mhm.
saves me again.
Yes. Bless is hella clutch,
Yeah. So I
90
roll for
damage.
damage,
which is 1d6.
which is 1d6,
Mm-hmm.
and then another d6 with dex and proficiency.
No.
Only
Another. The dex and proficiency is only on your attack, which you landed anyway.
Oh, okay.
So we're past the proficiency part.
So
Proficiency no
then
longer goes for.
2d6. All right.
Yeah, you would roll a 2d6, and then you get your sneak attack. Well, sorry, your sneak attack is the second d6. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes,
plus
plus
2.
Yes.
Why is it plus 2 for dex, right? For the
dex.
for the
Yes.
weapon. Okay. So it's 8.
All right. So 8 damage. You stab
Good.
Parthel again, squarely in his back. Ah! He kind of lets out a yelp of pain.
Do we have icons for the caltrops?
I don't, but I can come up with those.
I mean,
You can use the paint tool, just
Oh, yeah.
draw.
Do-
like
Do it. I can do it.
Paint
You
something.
continue. I'll do it.
yeah.
I'll
Alright.
do it.
Iva?
Yeah, you probably see, and Beliana probably hears her. Again, lift one of her arms square into the air, and kind of like in an intense prayer, like pray. Seventh light, I summon the holy fire, and you see these sparks that she shot out as guiding as fireballs before, all culminate within one large sphere of pure light energy above her hand, and I will shoot a guiding bolt at him
All right.
with inspiration. So that's a d20 plus 5 and plus 1d6. I hope that's not a 1. Is it? Oh, fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Okay. But we have Bless, right? Bless goes for this also?
No, I've only blessed 3
Oh,
of us.
yeah,
which
that's right.
means, I miss very closely with
Wow.
my big dick attack.
That's actually
Fuck.
insane. That
Yeah.
okay, all right.
So probably she feels this stinging in her hand, and she just throws this ball of light, and in the last second she kind of stumbles and it wears off.
Parthel doesn't even notice. He's too busy getting fucking destroyed right now. But with that, it's also his turn. And he makes an extra attack at Thuglin. Well, I say extra, but he makes an attack against Thuglin.
Fuck you.
And with that, he hits.
Hmm.
Okay?
Let me tell you, since I am enraged, I have 20% resistance to bludgeon, piercing, and slashing.
I mean, what are you gonna resist? 1? No. So you're gonna take 3? I'll say that you take 2. Alright, because you are marked for death. That is a passive that he has, saying that the main target takes an additional 2 damage from his attacks.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we will adjust your HP accordingly. That you have 11. Alright. And with that, we are at the top of the turn order once more.
Okay. Well then, it's my turn again.
Is it?
No.
Is
No,
it,
oh,
though?
sorry,
Is it?
sorry, I'm an idiot. It was the earlier fight. Yeah, I'm stupid.
It's okay.
Okay, so I use Bardic Inspiration again, doing the
They're
same
really
as
going
I
at it over there.
described it before.
Mhm.
And
Don't
use
have
it
to use it
again
on me.
for Iva. And
Iva is like panting, and you see her
Tapped out.
kind of look at her hand, and she seems that she's out of juice. Which is me saying
So-
to you, use it on someone else.
Okay.
Maybe the rogue.
So
Get more juice.
I'll take a look. I look at you and get your message, and give it. Use bardic inspiration to channel my strength, my power to Saga.
Oh yeah.
While I attempt another shot at him.
All right.
Alright, well,
In that case, I need a 1d20. You have a light crossbow, right? Or we got
Yeah.
the heavy one? The light one?
no, the light one.
Okay.
Somehow 12 is my number. I don't know. Okay.
That
So
hits.
yeah, that hits.
Should hit.
I need a 1d4.
Oh,
Bruh. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to step those up a little bit. All right.
That
For
still
this
hits, no?
purpose. For this purpose, what's that?
but it's
That
a hit.
still hits
Isn't it?
because you forgot to add your proficiency bonus to your d20 roll. You're
I don't
proficient
know
with...
if she's. Are you actually proficient?
I
Though?
have
That's
a-
the thing.
I have a +2 proficiency bonus.
Okay. Then yes.
Bards should be proficient with simple weapons, which a
A
crossbow
small
is.
crossbow is. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And-
So
That
So
would-
then yes, we hit. All right. Good.
okay.
12 can be the number all it wants to be.
Mhm.
All right.
So it's
with that-
14 then.
You fire it off again.
Hmm.
Pew! Fire in my laser. And again, it strikes Parthel.
Ooh.
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 But this time, it carries a little bit more weight with it.
I'm smiling behind my
Everyone starts to
crossbow.
see Parthel's. Where he was once looking smug earlier, now he realizes that a fight with 4 people might be a little harder than he thought. Douglin?
I'm doing a martial check
Okay.
on his health situation, basically.
Roll me one. 14. You can see Parthel starting to sweat a little bit. He's hurt. He's actually hurt. He doesn't seem like he's on the verge of collapse, but he's definitely starting to take this fight very, very seriously.
All right. Yeah. I mean, there's
Fuck him, Sucklin.
Fuck him.
Fuck him, Thuglin. Oh, okay.
Fuck thug.
Jesus. What do you do? What do you do with your turn?
I'm feeling that. Can I try to? I mean, he has 2 weapons, right?
Yes.
One in each hand,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
Can I try to hit his shoulder so he drops one of them?
Yes, you can. But I will call this a called shot. Usually rangers are the only ones that will do this, but
Okay.
I will give you the ability to in this instance, yes. It makes sense, because I understand what you're trying to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Then this is what I want to do.
You are not a ranger, it will be with disadvantage. Do you still accept?
I hit him just normally with my pick.
Now, you do have a bless, and it will work on both rolls.
On both rolls?
Yes. Bardic inspiration would only work on one.
Okay, so okay, then fuck it, I do it. So
Okay,
I roll 2
all right.
d20s plus my 5 plus 5.
Roll your first d20. Let's see if it makes. Okay. Oh no, 14 was the thing. Okay. All right. Okay. Roll me another one. Okay. You're going to hit him. It doesn't matter. You don't even need the bless. You're going to hit him with this called shot. Give me some damage. All right. And what I should have done, because I was overly excited, was ask which arm you were aiming at.
Plus 2, by the way, the damage due to being enraged.
Plus strength bonus, which is 3, so plus 5.
Plus 5, 11. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I will let you call it now late because that was my mistake. Which arm were you trying to hit? You want the dagger arm or the sword arm?
The sword arm.
The sword arm, of course. All right. You connect squarely with the sword arm, and the 11 points of damage is enough to shake him. He can't even feel his right arm anymore, and the sword drops to the dirt. Ah!
Fuck you, is what I'm saying.
Fuck you.
Fuck. That is my catchphrase. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Got him. Saga?
My turn. So I have inspiration, right? So I'm gonna go for a sneak attack, surprising no one.
Okay.
I'll start. What's the inspiration bonus? Sorry.
The inspiration
D6.
bonus is to your chance to hit.
Just in case,
Yeah.
I'm yelling out, remember, I want him alive. Just in
Oh.
case.
Okay.
He's not dead yet. So I just roll a d20 and then add it manually.
I mean, at this point, I don't think there's actually any way you can miss because your dex modifier is +2.
Yeah.
Your dex
13.
modifier is +2, and even if you got a
Yeah.
1 with Bardic Inspiration or a 1 for the Bless, like, you're
yeah,
still
then
over
I-
the fact. So.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so you connect. At this point, I might as well just say you hit no matter what. All right, and then Bardic Inspiration also goes for damage.
Well, here it goes. That
No, it
that
doesn't.
creature
No, it
gains
doesn't.
one
Okay.
bardic inspiration die, a d6.
Yep. Okay.
So
So I
right.
just roll d6s 2 times then,
Yeah. D6 2 times.
and then
And then we add our 2
2
We
for
add our
dex. It's
dex.
10.
and add the proficiency.
Nice.
Add the proficiency too.
Okay. All right. So 10. Smack. Ah. Parthel's starting to really sweat now. He is he's in some serious pain. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Cowardly is activated. So, he tries to make... Well, it's not his turn yet. I'm sorry. Iva.
Iva just stares down at her hand in some kind of shock.
All right.
Not able to do anything.
Is it safe to say that she forfeits her turn after that?
Yes.
All right. Parthel hits his knee, and he's looking down at the ground. Throws his dagger down. Listen. And he's looking up at Thuglin. I want to live. Thuglin?
Okay. I grab him at his collar, basically, and tell him, we'll see about that later. But now you're going to tell me what you know about the Omnic family.
Omnic family?
Done. I need a 1d20 roll.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Very easily, Thuglin manages to keep a hold of his collar as Parthel violently tries to escape right in his clutches. Ah! And he shakes. Ah! Ah! He's panting, bleeding profusely. Also, Party, you can move anywhere you want to move. Just tell me if you want to move.
Well,
there we go.
I will move.
Good
I
call.
will move. Wait.
Josh
I'll
also
do it.
typed something in the thing for you. The Omnic family. No, that's who I'm trying to fulfill the contracts for.
I'm gonna move there.
Anything you want to say?
Let me think.
You are a barbarian, you can't.
Is it safe to say that we are out of initiative right now?
Yes, everyone, we have exited combat.
We've
Sorry.
exited combat, okay. I don't care about your contracts. All I want to know is where they are, where I can find them, and what you know. What you know about the name Mikhail?
The name what? You can tell that he obviously has no idea what you're talking about with Mikhail.
Okay.
Listen, all I do is I collect from the town. I collect for the town from an enforcer, okay? Every 2 weeks he comes and he expects things from me. If I don't get it, then I die. That's the whole reason that I made this group. You see everybody over here, they start to kind of get, they're kind of edging their way out,
Yeah.
Does anybody say anything, or are they just allowed to leave?
Yeah,
They
they're
can leave. I don't
allowed.
care.
All right. They all
We don't
disappear
care.
into the
Unless
darkness.
Ivor just starts killing them again.
For real.
I
Start
was
setting them on
just like,
fire.
starts killing.
Like a whirlwind of fireballs.
So anyway, I
Also, 'cause
started
they're all dead.
blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting. So that's the whole reason that I even made this party to begin with. Listen, I don't know his name. I just know his title. He's an enforcer, all right? Probably some big shot. I don't know. They call him the Clapper. All right, and there's a clap that resounds, okay, and not from any particular direction, but just because it's a clap. This is my.
We
my
are in
other
an
boss
anime
clap,
now, okay?
Yeah. They call him the Clapper. Whether it's because he's clapped cheeks, no, I shouldn't say that. Sorry, but they call him the Clapper. I'm just supposed to get supplies for him. I may be extorting the town, but he's just getting it from me, all right?
Where do you meet with him? And when?
I don't know if he finds me. Listen, if you're gonna go stirring up trouble with the Omnics, I don't want no part of it, okay? The man said he was Omnic. The man showed me this medallion thing, and then he said that I had to pay him. Pay him or I die. I don't want to die.
I show him my medallion. And
He cringes away from it. He cringes away from it visibly. It
okay.
wants nothing to do with it.
So
What else do you do?
this basically tells me that it's the same medallion without having to ask if it's this.
You can infer that is the same medallion.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, off game now, thinking about what to do.
Listen, the Clapper usually shows up every 2 weeks. I rob the town. The Clapper comes to me, and then he wants everything that I got. Usually I just hold a little bit of it back. I gotta feed the boys. I gotta feed myself. But he don't care. He don't care about nothing. I got into a scuffle with him one time. It didn't last but 2 seconds. I was already on the ground. He laughed at me. Me! And he kind of, motions to himself while he's still being held like he's some figure to actually be afraid of.
I ask him when was the last time he visited you?
2 weeks ago, I told you. Are you daft?
Well, you fucker said he's coming every 2 weeks, but he didn't say that it was 2 weeks ago the last time he came. And I take his collar a little bit tighter.
Let me breathe.
I leave a little bit more room to breathe for him. So listen.
Can I start collecting my caltrops?
Of course.
So listen. This is what's going to happen. Your days of distorting the town are over. This stops right now. You have a choice to do that for him, and if you don't do that, you die. Or you have a choice to stop this right now and die right here, right now. Are we in agreement with that?
You just told me I would die no matter what I did.
Therefore, you are going to be our little puppet.
Parthel kind of thinks he understands what you're talking about, but he's too scared to actually make the inference himself, so he just kind of... Listen, I won't extort the town anymore, okay? I won't. I just don't... I can't fight the Clapper. You've already beaten me.
And that's where we come in. You will do as usual, except for the distorting the town part, and await his arrival. And when he finds you, we find him, and then we will take care of it.
But I don't know when he'll show. I just know that it's supposed to be sometime soon.
Well, I guess then we'll stay here and wait for him.
Then we
together.
shall wait.
Move.
First thing, out of game context again. I know that this probably goes against some alignments, and we will probably talk about that later on. Is that fine in doing it this way?
I mean, it's up to the party. If the party has any problems, and this is what they say, I'm fine doing whatever you guys want to do.
I mean, aside from Iva having her own problems right now, I'm guessing that this probably though is an issue because she has no reason to.
While Fuglin is holding him, I plunge my sword into his neck.
Wait, what?
Okay. Okay, I don't understand Heavens right now.
Yeah,
You
He's,
can't,
spitting up blood.
when he's doing the death sounds,
Yeah.
Discord is filtering it.
Oh, I see.
Ah, okay.
He's coughing up blood with the sword in his throat.
Does Iva hear this?
Oh yeah. You can see everything. You can see and hear everything.
She runs over and puts her hand on him and casts Spare the Dying.
And tell everyone what this does.
And I ask Saga, what the fuck was
wait,
that
what does
for?
That do? What does that do?
You guys probably see him go unconscious, but he will not bleed out.
Okay.
Spare the Dying automatically stabilizes a dying creature.
Mm-hmm.
Parthol hits the ground, and he just doesn't move anymore. All right.
Explain
As I said
yourself,
before,
Rogue.
I do what's right, and this guy deserves to die.
He would have died. Maybe not today, but he definitely would. I needed him. I need to get information. And he was the only way he was the only way to get that information.
Well, apparently Shoeless has something against him dying, so it looks like you get your information after all.
Still, your reasoning is retarded. I don't know what.
Parthol twitches. He twitches. Twitches.
If we make the decision to execute him, I think it should be as a group. This is not something to do on impulse, I think.
Okay, Holy Fire Girl. How about you go kill some more of the bandits you wanted to save?
Holy shit.
No.
Oh, okay.
They've started their new lives.
Biljana's laughing in the background.
Is this the point where we end up fighting each other in the last one?
We don't know much about you. We don't know
I
much
did my
about
best to not
you,
kill them.
Just because we
you have
misunderstood the
some-
situation.
Did you have some kind of motive to kill this man?
Yes. He was evil, and his heart was full of darkness.
Well, but
It was. But I don't see you wearing the white robes.
I just do whatever I think is right. And people that deserve to die have to die. And I'm not gonna accept him walking around and dying in 3 weeks of hunger.
Well, that's not what we would have done. But I think we were all clear that this is Thuglin's job we're on. So if he wanted to deliver this man alive to the town to get his punishment, I think we should do that.
I'm
Well,
intervening
it looks
there.
like we're doing it now.
I'm intervening there and saying I was not going to deliver him to the town to get his punishment. I was about to use him to get to the Omnic family. That was the reason.
Who's the Omnic family?
please tell us more.
I am not part of your personal vendetta. I know nothing of this.
The Omnic family holds an old friend captive, and my reasoning to be here, to venture out in this barren land of bandits and colorful characters, is to find him and in terms to find in what's the word? Well,
It's my purpose
and
for adventuring.
and to find him, I needed to collect information, and my information led me to the Omnic family, employing this man, and I was using and my goal was to use this man to get to the Omnic family. Basically, that's the story.
So
Well,
you had an
for me,
ulterior motive.
What?
You didn't just want to help the town, you wanted to find someone.
Pretty much.
Why didn't you tell us in the beginning?
yeah,
Nobody
tell us
asked.
before then.
Feel like we
Look, I came to you with a job, and we still completed the job. And the job towards the town helps the town, and we didn't do anything other than that. And here we are now. We completed it. The town is free from the extortion for now, until someone else probably comes around. But we completed the job.
Yeah.
And I told you about the job. You followed me with the job, and that's all you needed to know. What goes beyond that job still is my own thing and does not concern you necessarily.
Well, that's too bad, because actually I thought we would form a kind of friendship here and not just a job, because that's what I felt in the beginning. And if you remember, I told you that I'm going with you and doing this job, if you pay me. So if it's just about a job here, then where's my money?
Where's my money, bitch?
Work hard for my money.
Yes. 'Cause-
the
and
town is
after I'm out of here.
the town is only safe as long as this clapper finds the next person that does the dirty work for him. So I say, and I propose this to all of you, we stay together and help Thuglin find the cause and root of this problem, to not only help him find his friend, but also save the town and keep it safe for good.
And how would
that
you
be-
trust this guy now?
Well,
I mean, maybe
What he
there's
said-
something else that he didn't tell us.
no, I feel what he said was true. It was a job, and there were no falsehoods there. But I do believe that should any of us follow these steps for different motives and reasons, we should have a little talk about that. So,
And it is at this moment, the moment that you say that, I require another 1d6 from you.
oh god, every
Okay.
1d6 has been a 1
Yeah,
so far. So
It's true. Oh,
that's a
dear.
4.
Hmm.
That's better.
With a 4, you feel an incredible pain. Not in your chest, but in your
God
stomach.
bless.
That same place where the uneasiness was during the fight, and the same kind of uneasiness that was yesterday. Now it has become a throbbing, burning, sharp, and then dull pain. All right, it flares up immediately whenever you say, if there's anything that we're hiding, we should come out and say it.
I'm
That
holding
pain
her
strikes
back.
you.
Yeah, you see Iva just keel over in pain.
But Liana's going on her knees and holding her back.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. There's something. I feel there's something wrong with me. Usually the magic I used, it usually doesn't miss. I'm sorry for not being as useful in the fight, but
Well, maybe you should tell us. You should be the one who could tell us more about yourself as well.
has the pain passed or is it still?
Yes, the pain is past.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she kind of gets up again. I'd be glad to be the first one who shares, but maybe it would be best if we'd find a safer spot. We can take this one with us. He's stabilized, but probably will be unconscious for a couple of more hours or until he gets medical attention. I suggest we get back to the town to collect our rewards and then talk about how to proceed.
That's a good
Well,
idea.
I'm fine with staying together, but if you have ulterior motives, tell us beforehand, because I live by my own brand of justice.
Yeah, we saw that.
I do agree. Let's head back to the town and then let's talk.
Hey, can we
Alright.
loot?
I just want to clarify.
rogue.
I just want to clarify. I never had ill intent. I did not falsify any information. I just didn't talk about it because nobody asked.
We know, Thuglin. Don't worry.
Oh, you just told us in battle that you want him alive, so
So
That would be something that would have been good to know before we started. Yes.
but anyway.
All right.
Well,
and
he
with-
can hide what he wants to hide,
well,
and then I climb on his shoulders and ride him.
I thought you
Thuglin,
wanted
you
to
allowed this
loot.
to
I thought you wanted to loot.
Yeah.
quick thing. Before we attacked Parthol, I said I want him alive, and then I said it again. Remember, I want him alive. Just
Yes.
I mean, before.
So,
I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Yes.
So yeah,
sorry.
He did indeed.
Just to clarify.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
did indeed.
then
I mean, he's
ignore what I said.
a straight arrow.
All right. So, two things. First,
We're looting.
okay. Well, so I'll say the loot will just happen. I mean, no, I won't. Who's looting?
Not me.
Are we all looting?
I
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'll take their
isn't.
clothes.
I want to pick up.
Jesus.
Can I do a request thing?
Yes.
I want to pick up the sword that he dropped when I fucked up his arm.
Okay. You pick it up. It's a normal sword.
And
Okay.
I will pick up the dagger. And
Damn, just go over and pry it out of his fucking unconscious fingers. I see. Okay.
He dropped it.
She's
What?
Harming him should be.
Dagger.
I look for gold on him.
Wow, you just gonna take his money too?
Yeah, of course.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
He's a
need money.
bandit. Come on.
I wanted to when Beliana said like I want to get
Yeah.
paid. Where's my money? I wanted to shake him
Yeah.
on one hand, so hoping that coins fall out and say here, there it is.
All right.
So
You obtained the dagger, and you're looking through his clothes, and you managed to find a few gold pieces. When I say a few, I mean like 3.
angry
Okay.
that they looted the boss. Saga goes to the other 3 dead bodies and starts rummaging around in their pockets to find any valuable.
Roll me a 1d20.
everyone?
Nope,
Or
just
who?
Saga.
So-
Saga, you rummage through their pockets. You don't really find anything of value. There's a couple of things. You find like a handkerchief. Probably got some snot or some boogies in it or something else. You know. You do, however, find a little pair of gauntlets. We'll say.
Oh, I take these.
Okay. They look like they're not quite normal. One of the guys was wearing them.
Can I do I have the ability to check what they are, what they
No,
can
you
do?
don't.
All right, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Does Iva?
I can. I have identify.
Hey, does anyone know how to find out what these things can do? They seem kind of special.
Yes, I can.
I can't
Give
even
it to me.
read.
Eliana
Sabrina,
indeed does have the ability to appraise an
That's a
item.
joke, by the
I
way.
have
I can read.
identify, but I can't do
you don't have
anything
spell
anymore, right?
slots. Oh.
Correct. You have
Yeah.
used both of your slots for
Oh,
spells.
okay. Okay,
But
sorry,
I do
wasted.
have
I can't do anymore.
Arcana. Would that be an Arcana check or?
I would say this is more like a lore. Yes, you could roll an Arcana, but unless you rolled super high, I'm not going to say that you would really know what these are. You can try. I can always roll. Always down for a roll.
I hand them to Iva to check.
Iva runs away with them.
That was my plan.
with that level of investigation and with how dark it is at night, for whatever reason, you can't really tell exactly what these are. They just look like a normal pair of gloves to you.
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. She's kind
Don't
of
worry about it. I just
looking the other
put
way.
them in my backpack.
And then they explode. No, just kidding.
Fuck!
Alright, so what happens now? We're done looting and we're moving back to town?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thuglin is carrying this dude.
Yeah.
Alright. So then the other question that I ask, if Thuglin is carrying this dude, is Saga still on his shoulders riding him?
No, it was a
Okay,
joke.
The dude is on one side of the shoulder, Zaga's on the other. I'm like a treant.
Jesus. Alright. Well, with that, we move back to...
Well, before that, we buried the 3 corpses.
Oh no, they despawned. We've already been gone.
It's spawned.
Okay.
Alright. So, actually, I want to bring...
Was that town at night last time as well?
No.
it's
No.
not.
Damn,
Two
upgrades.
rats.
Oh.
Yeah, oops. It also disappeared.
Wow, it's suddenly dead.
Hey.
It's so light.
Invisibility was
Oh my
cast on the town.
There's just a crater left.
Invisibility was cast on the town. Okay.
Da-da-da.
I want to bring my friends back. I want to bring my friends. Where are my friends? Here is my friend.
Huh?
And a friend. And... No, not that friend. This friend. And this friend. And that muscled man. And... Alright, so we all make it back to the town. It's perfectly fine. I'm assuming we're definitely going to talk to Durthan, so we're just going to make him very large, because we all like Durthan.
But
Durthan's
I
a good man.
propose we go to the mayor's thing.
Okay.
Like basically
And
here.
I proposed, sorry, but I proposed afterwards either take a break or leave it for today after
Okay.
we
We're
cleared
just
all
going
that,
until you
because
guys are
I'm
done.
really hungry.
Okay.
I would say we would take a break. Unless anyone wants to really stop.
I
No, it's
don't.
fine. Break is fine.
Okay, we will take a small break then. Oh, so we will say what? An hour? 30 minutes? What? Hour and a half?
30
What are we feeling?
minutes would be okay. I
30
guess.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. 30
Quarter
minutes.
past.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That will give me enough time to make food also, and we can also... Everybody can talk about anything that they want to do on their way to the town. Anybody that has any questions for me, you can also DM me if you have questions and you don't want anybody else to hear.
Do they
Okay.
have a shop?
In the town? Yes.
Can
Yeah.
I sell the sword? Okay. Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have goodbye for Sabrina? Because I know you're making food.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. So,
Of course. Does anyone have any questions
Later.
for me or for the group or?
No.
Nope. I'm
No.
going to head off, make food as well.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Yep.
Bye, Josh.
All right, to everyone or anyone
That was a
watching
very good little.
watching the stream right now, if there might be anyone interested in continuing watching, we're going for a break for about half an hour, and for that time, I'm going to turn the stream off. But when we're back and we're continuing, I am going to start the stream back up again. So see you in half an hour. Bye bye.